And I'll start changing over to the actual live screen.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
And we're playing the feud.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the first stream of the Clueless and the Cage.
Yay!
Yay! So
I'm excited to have no idea what's going on.
I'm very excited.
I'm very excited because I've
be
always
great
wanted to
fun.
play that Planescape game, but I never got the chance in the early thousands.
Thank you very much for the host, Lulu.
Aw,
Love
thanks,
you
Lily.
lots.
Thank you.
I am Scarlet Moth. I will be your DM for this evening. This is our first proper stream on the channel. That's not just me watching Eurovision with the viewers.
That's a proper stream, excuse you.
It's the best kind of stream.
I want to apologise for that. I'm not apologising for my Euro trash.
No, never. Don't. Embrace it.
So yes, I will be at the DM for this evening. We're starting with our session 0 tonight, so the crew is actually not in the world of Planescape yet. We're in the setting of the Forgotten Realms currently. We're in Faerun. And yeah, does everyone want to introduce themselves? We'll introduce your characters soon, but first off, we'll introduce who you are.
Shall we go alphabetically?
We'll go.
My name.
We'll go. Trying to figure out. We'll go counterclockwise. So we'll start with DW.
Alrighty. Hi. My name is DW Dagon, and yeah, I am a writer, designer, creator, and I love to play role-playing games. Happy to be here. Pronouns are they, them. And tonight I'll be playing Maggie Moontaffy, a Lightfoot halfling.
Nice. And next we'll go with Timepatches.
It me! Hello, I'm Maddie. The internet. It was a Doctor Who joke. I was 12. Leave me alone. I use she/her pronouns. I am massive tiefling trash. I have so many tieflings. Please help. When I'm not playing D&D, I write and produce visual novel games. Yay, that's me. Follow me on Twitter.
And next we have Codpiece, Charlo.
Hi. Yeah, I go by Codpiece or Cowboy Charlie around the internet. I'm Charlie or Charlo in real life. Either one, I'm fine with. He, him pronouns for me. I've not been playing D&D for very long, but
You've been playing for 3 years.
Has it been 3 years?
Yes.
Oh god. Time progresses and I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay, well, I've been playing for 3 years. But, yeah, when I'm not doing that, I watch wrestling, mostly Japanese wrestling. I make stuff occasionally. Sometimes I'll sell that stuff. And other than that, I just work a 9-to-5 job, so, you know, I gotta fill in that time when I'm at home.
Also a C-team enthusiast.
Yes, huge enthusiast. And occasionally, there's a bird on my shoulder.
It is a good bird.
I only just noticed that.
Stealth bird.
Like,
It's
it's a nice shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great shirt.
Lulu, the bird is called Moo Moo.
Yes, the bird is Mew Mew, and she's good.
It's a very good bird.
Honorary 5th player.
Yeah.
Oh god, do I have to get a player character sheet for each one of Chris's cats?
Oh god, we might be here.
Gets a player sheet.
God.
Yeah, player 5 through 15 here.
So yes, we'll go over to Chris now, so you can introduce yourself and your 10 cats.
Hi, my name's Chris, or Anthonym on things, so it's Chrysanthemum. Get it? I wasn't 12. I was 35. Proof that you never grow up. I'm a esports academic, event manager, and yeah, nerd. Been doing this role-playing gig thing pretty much all my life. So here we are, many, many, many years later, and still have not grown up. You will see many cats. Every now and then I will yell at a cat off screen to please stop eating that, climbing on that, destroying that, or otherwise behaving badly. There are 10 of them here. They're all named after nerd things. Yeah, look, they'll sit up here. That's kind of why it's there, so at least I know where one is whilst we're streaming. And today I will be playing the Druzia lead, who is a simple merchant. Yes, he is. Nothing to see here. Move along. And that's me. Thank you.
Yes, and I am your dungeon master who has not done this in a very long time. So, apologies, I've got a very much improv style, so have fun with that. I'm chaotic neutral. I am Scarlet Moth. I am cosplayer, artist, D&D aficionado, regular good old time shit poster, all of the good things you like. And this is the Clueless in the Cage. And we're about to set our scene. Everyone got their... We're going to be using actual dice. So that's new. So players will be announcing their rolls. We're going on honor system. I haven't rolled my clicky clacks in a very long time, so enjoy that sound. And we're going to start. So we set our scene. And we'll get some music going for the stream. I won't have it for the beautiful players tonight because I hacked that up. Well, no, Roll20 hacked it up for me. So I'll figure out a solution to that next week. But the stream should have some music at least. Or some ambience. So we set our scene on the Sword Coast, panning down from Waterdeep down to Baldur's Gate. That city which has had a lot of misfortune in its time. Demon attacks and plagues and Baal spawn and everything that you could possibly imagine. But we're not starting in Baldur's Gate either. We're going a bit further east, a bit inwards, and just smack bang in the middle of nowhere. Just a sleepy little town. Probably only 100 people live here. It's a pass-through at the least. Somewhere where you stop for the night in the tavern and you get a drink, you maybe meet a few people, and then you separate on your merry way. So we're going to zoom into this tavern. It's the middle of the day. It's not exactly the roaring trading hours, but there's still a few people here because what else can you do in a small country town surrounded by farmland and lots of cows?
Accurate.
I didn't mean to make this too real.
Oh no!
Just saying, I have
Where's the fantasy?
I'm sorry, this is clerks and cubicles.
Too real.
So we zoom in to this sleepy tavern where lots of people are doing their day drinking. And we see there's 4 people of interest in here. They don't seem like the normal type to come through. Or 2 of them don't, at least. There's the shifty looking merchant who's in the corner who, whilst he's shifty looking, he's still just a merchant. He's just passing through, and that's quite normal for a town like this. And there's a farmer. This is a town full of farmers. He hasn't even taken his hat off inside. But we'll start with the one who's performing and making a show up on the tiny little rickety stage in the corner of this tavern. Would you like to introduce yourself to Maggie?
Sure thing. Maggie Moon Taffy. She's a Lightfoot halfling, and you see her. She's kind of making a bit of a show. She's quite the performer. Though she's a bard, she's not much of a singing one. She's more of a kind of physical performer. And she's kind of skidding, doing little cute kind of halfling hops, like a little hop dance. But at the same time, she's flinging little daggers in the air, plus juggling balls. It's like catching them and throwing them, and kind of winking at the crowd, trying to get the audience to kind of start stomping their feet. And she's got like a little just tin at the kind of edge of the stage for people to throw a bit of coin. So she's just happily flinging things, and when things start dying down, she continuously juggling. Kind of puts away the sharps and kind of has a bit of a talks with the crowd, etc., when she can.
So the barmaid is just sort of looking on in awe as she's just cleaning the same glass over and over, because she's putting the glass down, but then instead of picking up the next one is picking the same one back up and cleaning it. She's so enthralled by Maggie's performance, and she's forgetting to serve the poor farmer at the bar.
The farmer, Clyde's my name. Clyde Reed Grassbrook. And I've noticed that she's not serving me, and so I've followed where the barmaid is looking, and I'm now enthralled watching this halfling. I've never seen talent like this before. This is amazing.
Have you ever seen talent in your life?
No.
Savage.
He's a farmer.
Yeah, I haven't. This is the most entertainment I've ever had. So I'm all for the. I'm grabbing my pouch out, and I'm like, how much coin do I have? Can I give them anything? Yeah. So I'm currently counting my coins at the bar.
Seeing you do that, I pull out a dagger straight away, throw it into the mix.
You just.
I say,
oh my!
I say, bronze is bashful, silver spectacular, and gold. Well, you might have to show me gold. And I pull out 2 knives and start throwing them up.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I've got like, maybe. I'm like, can I get by with? I'm giving gold. Who cares? And I'm just throwing a gold coin into that tin.
Please mark it.
Gold.
Please mark down 1 gold, and please mark off 1 gold.
Yeah.
Yes. I love Planescape.
So the barmaid, hearing the jingle of coin, suddenly, what would you like? I got mead, I got ale, I got maybe a bit of cheap wine. We've got mead and some more ale.
Mead for me, but I do have a question.
Aye. What can I help you with?
Who's the best farmer in this town?
Ooh, there are a lot of farmers around here. Let's see. There's Bob. He lives down the road. There's Sleeve. He's a bit on the tends to ride his cows through town at night.
Oh, that's
naked.
Oh. Okay. Maybe not Sleeve, but I definitely would like to talk to Bob. Is he friendly?
Oh, he's friendly enough. He tends to well, he's got to take a shine to you.
Well, I'm very friendly, so fingers crossed.
He'll be in. All the farmers will be in here later tonight. You're a bit early. They're all tending to the crops, or I don't know, doing farm things.
Yes, I imagine they would be. I'm Clyde, and I'm here to learn every farm technique so I can take it home and teach everybody else that I've learnt. So I want to learn from Bob.
And where are you from?
I'm
Oh, that's okay. The drink gets to most of us here.
Oh, it's not. Where did I walk down from? North, and I came down, and I went through a forest, which was different because there's not many where we are. We're a small.
Are you up near Neverwinter?
Yes, that's the town.
Ah.
I don't go out much.
No, I looks you up and down. I don't blame you. So, was that one mead?
Yes, one mead for now.
Well, that will be 1 copper.
Yeah, hand it over.
I'll go get your drink. And so she poddles off behind the bar and starts looking through the barrels and finding which one seems the most full. Sidling up to you at the bar is well, I don't think you've ever seen anything quite like this, or anyone quite like this. You think it's someone. They're blue. You think they're blue. That looks like a horn coming out of their head. It's
Oh, you look like the sky when it's really clear. Did you know that?
As soon as like one syllable comes out of your mouth, she just kind of notices that you're there and is like, and folds herself almost in half as if trying to get away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just really cold. That's all. I'm normal color, I promise.
I mean, it's a very pretty blue.
Thanks. I'll go stand by the fire in a minute. Bar lady, excuse me? Are you back there somewhere?
I? Sorry, we don't get many tieflings around here.
I'm sorry. She kind of like closes her hood over her face so that only her eyes are showing, as if that would help, because there's still a giant.
Because there's still like, I imagine with hoods, it's like.
Yeah, she's trying her best. She kind of says, I'm awful sorry for disturbing you. Do you happen to have milk or orange juice, maybe, instead of me?
I'm sure I can find something.
That'd be real nice, thank you.
There's no shortage of cows around here, so
yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's not.
I'll ask the owner and see if she has anything. Or some
thanks.
orange juice.
And seeing this interesting blue character with what looks like a horn.
Was she blue? I can't remember.
She's like a really faint blue.
Yeah.
She has like
Faint
a blue
blue.
tinge
Like a
to her
pale
skin.
tinge.
Yeah.
She also has purple anime hair and a horn and a tail. There's a lot happening for you right now.
Upon seeing that, Maggie kind of winds up her act and like catches her daggers in their little sheaths and wanders up to the bar and says to you, "I know an outsider when I see one. Would you come join us at this table with this interesting farmer chap? Look, whatever you want, it's on me. Here, I'm a very charitable soul." And I slam down 2 silver, and I wink at her. Be waiting at the table. And then I kind of go to the table.
She's just looking in every direction like, what's happening?
As if drawn by the sound of clinking coins.
What are you implying here?
I don't know.
The merchant pokes his head up.
The merchant is wearing very, very, very colourful robes indicating his origin, which is Kalimshan. So very bright, very clashing colours, big flowing robes. Kind of a biggish fellow, tall, and we'll wander over to the bar, count how many people are at the table, because he heard the word outsider, so he knows he's included in that group. Barmaid, or barkeep, or bar thing, bar entity.
Oh my.
Tonight I have 8 brandies.
Brandy.
Scurry's doing math on her fingertips. Like, that seems like a lot. Is it a lot? What's brandy? I'm confused.
Well,
Maggie turns around and says, "Oh, it's just enough." She knocks it down the table.
Billows his robes out and sits down.
well,
Hello, friends.
I'm not
I bring
sure
you
if
good
we
cheer
have.
in a moment.
I'm not sure if we have brandy, but I can check out the back for you, if you like.
Anything that comes in a bottle, glass rather than wood. Thank you.
Wine.
Okay, wine will do in a pinch.
I might have some whiskey.
Okay, we can go with that.
I'll just she's taking note of all the people who've started ordering. I might just pop out the back and grab some more glasses.
As she's leaving, he will palm 3 or 4 silver into whatever pocket, hand, or what have you, as she walks by.
Ooh. She's got one pocket right on her hip.
That'll be a very quick sleight of hand move and just drop the tip coins straight in. The idea is that no one else can see it. The idea is so that it will be positioned, even if, especially anyone from the bar side, won't be able to see what happened.
Okay.
He'll wink and say, "That's for you."
Can I, do I see that?
Yeah, I was going to ask if I see that as well.
Yeah.
People can roll a perception,
I
and
think so.
and you can roll a sleight of hand, Wally.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's an 8.
So
Scurry,
that
she sees nothing.
Let me see. Sleight of hands +3. That'll be Dex +4. That's a 17.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Scurry has no idea what's going on, as usual.
I'm enthralled by Scurry's horn.
I got 17, so
Clyde,
kind of.
Ooh.
you see something shiny slip into the barmaid's pocket.
I won't say anything. I'm just like,
And you do see it
Yes.
slip in, not out.
yes. Okay. Yeah, I won't say anything, but I'll just nodding. I'm like, okay.
So as she just scurries behind into the back room, which you assume must be the tap room.
So, friends, new friends. I am Walid. Pleasure to meet you all.
I'm
Pleasure.
Clyde. And he juts his hand out really enthusiastically. 'Cause he's, oh man, he hasn't talked to anyone in a really long time.
Oh, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Where are you traveling to?
I have no end destination in mind. It's
Oh, I think we're
learning.
going to the same place then.
we could travel together.
Well,
Okay.
we'll
Scurry
see.
was
We'll
like-
see. You seem like a very warm character. So, you know, do you know much about camping?
Kind of. I've learnt what not to do.
Oh, that's how I learned. That's how I learned. And how about you? Are you an interesting, brightly colored hair person?
Yeah,
Where else do you hail from?
Just north of Baldur's Gate, actually.
North of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
You,
it's cold.
whereabouts is that from? Like, pretty cold up there, is it?
Yes,
That's-
it's cold.
Yeah.
She definitely sounds like she's asking a question.
Um,
She was studying Clyde earlier, so she's gonna like forcefully like go for the handshake, but she also has no idea how to do that, so she just puts her hand in your face.
I reach
Sorry,
up
is
and
my
kind of-
name. It's
reach
nice
up
to
and grab
meet
it.
you.
Nice to meet you too, Scary. My name's Maggie. And should we get some food here? Middle of the day, should have some
They do
salad.
that?
I hope so. Certainly hope so. I'm pretty parched. I've only got some rations on me, so
We do food. You hear her call out from the
that's
back.
what I want to hear.
I can get the chef working on it.
Yes.
How much are we looking at ballpark?
Oh, I can do a meal with your drinks if you want.
Okay. How are we looking? Copper or silver?
1 silver.
1 silver. Well, friends, I'll put in 2 copper.
Includes refreshments. As in
3 copper.
free. She's implying that there's free refills.
Oh! I'm happy to put down 3 copper if we're going to share. I put down 3 copper in the mid-center of the table.
I do the same.
Do that. I can do that.
And may I say, mister, you got some fine silks there.
Thank you. I would hope so. This is my trade, after all.
You wouldn't have any silk cloaks or hoods?
Not finished garments, no. No,
Oh, just
I,
textiles
I'm
and materials, huh?
just in the fabrics.
Just
Waleed will make a gold coin appear and pop it on the table next
Well, that should
to all
certainly cover
the others. And just quite casually, this is everything. Now, you mentioned camping.
you know much
there's
about
no
camping
need.
yourself?
I have a wagon.
A wagon, now
Ooh.
that's nice.
So
That's music to a camper's ears.
Yes, with
Horses.
my well, naturally, for the trade that we're conducting.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you'd have some more.
So it's always safer, more traveling together, safer on the roads. We
Be
have
comfy if there's silks in it.
so you are always welcome to join the caravan with us.
Well, I can certainly
to-
earn me way.
Traveling in the same direction that myself and my colleague. By myself, I'm no means the only trader in this caravan. So please, if you wish to travel in the same direction we are, join us.
So whereabouts or which direction y'all traveling?
We're following the road north.
On the road north? Okay, nice. You're from the south.
Yes,
think-
correct.
Interesting. So, Scary, you heading back north then?
I don't really know where I'm going, so north is good, I guess.
Okay. Are we heading in the direction of Baldur's Gate at all?
Oops, orange juice. I can, maybe I can go that way, I guess.
I believe that's one of the stops of the caravan, but we would have to check in with the caravan master. I'd say my wagon is only one, several within the caravan.
Oh, I see. I see.
I've never really been in a city before, so I don't even know where it is.
This is me
Interesting.
checking the map.
Yeah, I've got my little coast map.
As you're having this
Where are we?
As you're having this conversation, the waitress will just come over and say, "Now, do you have any dietary requirements?"
Yes. Nothing dead.
Ah, you're one of those newfandangled vegans. Vegans?
Yes, just vegetables. Thank you.
Just vegetables. Got it.
I would also prefer a vegan meal, if that's alright.
I'll have a vegan one, but do we have any of Bob's vegetables?
I believe that Bob he supplies some of the vegetables. There might be a few from Sleeve in there.
I want to try a sample of all the farmers' work.
Does that include any dairy or cheese?
If you like.
My new friend, how do you feel about dairy and cheese? What do you reckon?
If the cows are happy, then it's alright.
Yeah, cheese was not alive and therefore is not dead, so cheese is fine.
Cheese
mean-
is good.
I can
But are
say
the cows happy though?
I can say
They're sad cows and I can't have it.
most of the cows are happy, but I can't quite vouch for Sleeves because I'm not sure how they feel about his antics.
And
the night cow
I lean forward and take 2 of that copper I put down back and light it back to myself.
But I can definitely say that Bob has some very happy cows. And chickens.
Guess that probably balances the scales then.
I slide back 1 copper.
I can do a cheese platter if you like.
We would like the happy cheese.
Waleed is very aware of what you are. Is smiling, in fact. Thinks this is rather funny.
I can even get some of the goat's cheese. How about that?
Oh, happy goats.
I love goat's cheese.
Ghost cheese tastes like ass,
Oh, but
both in fantasy worlds and real worlds.
It tastes like it smells like goats.
Nothing like a goat.
I can vouch that Greg's goats are some of the happiest goats I've ever met. Some of the only goats I've ever met, but they're definitely very happy. They scream a lot, but it's happy screams. They don't like
Nice.
they don't like outsiders very much.
Oh.
Alright.
So they
As she's saying that they scream, I put another copper toward her, and then she said it like outsiders. I take 2 back away.
they're good guard
All the
goats.
math happening.
So if you ever need
So
a
much.
guard goat, then I would go see Greg about that.
They do like to scream. I've seen them do that before. Those are wild goats though, so I don't know what they're screaming about.
Maybe they just had a spook.
They're just very fussy. They eat like kings. They do. Well, so we've got the veggie meal for the vegans, and we've got some happy cheese
From happy cows.
and
I want to brand that now. I'm like making that a thing.
t-shirts. Can I have the happy cheese?
Happy cheese.
Yes.
Oh, just like laughing cow brown, huh? Comes in a little
Wait,
foil stuff.
Did Babybel already branded happy cheese for laughing cows, didn't they?
Oh no.
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna get
Damn
lots.
you.
Oh no!
You're gonna get lots of
Capitalism.
Babybel on your cheese platter.
Just all baby bells.
So
Getting the packaging on's the hard part.
and we'll get
Didn't it come out like that?
was that some mead and some whiskey and some milk and
Happy milk.
what was
Happy
it for
milk
what
from
was it for
happy
you
cows.
Maggie Miss?
Oh, whatever you're offering as the painter's, free meal. How tradition.
I'll go with your usual ale then.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Couple of nuts. Be very, very well received.
Right. I'll go get it from the back then. And she
Thank you.
toddles back off to the back room, and you hear pots and stuff clattering and banging as she's getting everything together.
She's good value. And I pull out and I just peg it down, just towards the counter, just haphazardly, just. Ah.
I heard that. At least get it in the glass next time.
Is there a glass on the counter?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. Sure thing. What's this?
It's got a little sign that says just the tip.
Okay. Okay, I pick up a copper.
Scary does not understand that joke.
I pick up one of these little babies, and I'm gonna try and throw it to just like to shatter it.
Oh shit.
And she's like, she wants a copper in the jar, does she? Oh yeah, right. And I eye it off, and I just like peg it at the glass jar.
Okay, let's see what you're gonna roll me.
You tell me. What do you want?
Well, just do a dex, or are you using strength for this?
Better make it dex.
Okay,
Oh,
just straight up dex.
probably wouldn't have mattered.
Asking the
Oh, that's-
bloodlock if they want to roll strength.
That's a 12.
Okay,
12
it
copper throw.
you throw it, and it just catches the rim of the glass and just pings off and back in the air towards you. But you see it has taken a chip off the glass.
Another 24 times, and it's gonna break. Glorious.
Oh no, you chipped the glass, but she's gonna be so mad.
Oh.
What did you do that for?
Oh, don't harp on about it.
Oh.
Scarry's gonna go and see if she can find the
Maggie.
chip of glass that fell out of the glass. She's gonna try and use bending to put it back together.
Yeah, Waleed will sort of lean over and go, mate, I think the move is you bounce the coin and you try and flip it in.
Now that actually sounds like a fun game.
Then you drink.
Noted for Netza, and then you drink. Awesome.
Your
Anyway,
meals,
that's how we do it down south.
your meals come out on dirty, well, not dirty, but bit tarnished silver platters. No, not real silver, but they're silverish. And she just comes
Silver
around.
adjacent.
Silver adjacent.
Geez, electroplating got invented real early around these parts.
Silverish ware.
Magic, deal with it.
As she sets them down, you realise, oh, these are old shields that have just been hammered out into plates.
Ooh,
That's cool.
Resourceful.
So she
that
Very
mean.
cool.
lays down roast vegetables in front of Waleed and Clyde and puts down a cheese platter in the middle.
I immediately reach for some cheese.
Stinks to high heaven, so you know it's good.
Oh yeah.
That smells like happy cows.
And
Very happy cows.
starts
Yeah.
serving you all your drinks, including a big bottle of whiskey for Waleed, including
Just the
Oh.
whole bottle.
just the whole bottle. Just
Boom.
slams it down on the table
Yes.
with a little glass
Just
as well.
Fuck me up, fam.
Just a tiny little glass next to it.
It's about to get lit
Oh.
in this tavern.
Might I have more glasses, please?
Oh, one for each of your friends.
Mm,
I can do that.
yes.
And she'll toddle back out.
Scarry's eyes go about
Very
this
much.
wide.
Mhm.
Oh no.
So, are you going to start tucking into your meal?
Yeah, I'll start eating that cheese.
Quietly.
As
Yeah, I eat about the smallest bites you've ever seen someone eat in your life.
the
Oh.
barmaid will come back out with 3 more glasses.
Clyde is enthusiastically trying to get as much food in his mouth as possible. He's so
I like to think
excited.
Clyde and Scary are sitting next to each other just for that contrast.
Yes, completely opposites.
Maggie's kind of picking at what she thinks is the longest life kind of food and just like tucking it into one of her pouches just for travel.
Waleed says a small prayer and then pours a drink for everybody before pouring for himself.
Nice.
Then, once everybody else has started to eat, then we'll proceed to eat himself.
The door of the bar slams open. As you can see, just hunched over, this ragged looking man in like tattered clothes. He doesn't look like he's showered in a week. Or bathed in a week. Or
I pick up a copper.
been anywhere near a mirror in a week.
Maggie picks up a copper. Just like, and looks to y'all.
Ah.
Kind of looks at your faces and then just like lowers it down.
Barmaid! More wine! As he'll just stomp towards the bar.
That's not very polite. I
I
say
reckon-
very quietly.
Do I recognize this this character? At all?
Make me... Oh, what kind of check would you make?
I don't know. I feel like
Just make me a straight up wisdom, I think. Or you could add history if you want, since it is your own memory.
let's go history. I'm just not gonna. Oof, sub 5 rolls tonight.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. 3 plus 0.
You think maybe you met him once in a dream?
Oh. I'm gonna sleep for a week.
Maybe in the background, in a crowd. You can't place him. But he grabs a stool and he slumps at the bar.
Oh. I say, now there's travelers. Looking like he's a bit having a tough time. I might go say hello.
Find out what's wrong with him. Maybe we can help. I mean,
Sure.
Yes.
I mean,
No worries.
it's always nice to meet people.
That's very true.
Is
And,
it?
and a
Sorry.
sad face
think so.
never gives up coin. So let's put a smile on that dial. I kind of get out and
Gary looks like she's
Again?
making notes of everything you say.
and
Ooh.
I pull out a dagger and start whistling it, and kind of spin it, juggle it a couple times, and say, "Oh, excuse me, hello, sir.
Mm.
How are we- Looking at rough times there."
Could say that.
Yeah. It's a bit having a drink at this time of day.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? So are we. But you don't have a smile on your dial.
I mean,
They know what a dial is.
would you have a smile on your face if you just spent the 5th day in a row looking for your daughter who went missing?
Oh, that sounds actually horrible, sir. Come sit over. Come sit over with us.
They're
D-
freaking wolves, Tucker! And he
Wolves?
just takes the tip glass and smashes it on the ground in a rage.
Okay.
Gary hides under the table.
Sir, do any guards know about this?
I put up signs all over town.
Well, that sounds terrible. Do you know if she's alive?
I don't know. I've been looking for her for days.
Days. I look back at the. Feel like.
Looks
Well,
into the camera.
Don't worry. Just keep your hope. We can go looking for her if you like.
But this is just the
Do you have one of these? Do you have one of these flyers? Does it have a picture of her?
Aye.
Hey, do you mind if you show us?
He'll take out from his pocket and uncrumple this bit of paper which has been folded and unfolded dozens of times already.
I put a like a tender hand on him. Lean up, put a tender hand on his shoulder, and kind of just like give him a bit of a soothing rub. As I take out the kind of crumpled thing and look at it.
So on the pamphlet, it has listed her entire description, and underneath is probably the most shoddily drawn image of a 10-year-old that you've ever seen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you wrote a description.
As in, it's a stick figure.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Shade is not necessary at this time.
I say, is this the flyer that kind of like the ones you've been putting up everywhere, sir?
Aye.
I think you seem to have forgotten some important details. You didn't put like a reward. Is there one?
There is. There is.
And no one's found her yet.
No.
What is the reward, by the way? And I pull out like a bit of.
It's not much, but it's everything I own. It's about 50 gold.
50 gold. I'm sure... Look, you shouldn't even have to put in a reward for things like this. The whole should be going out. But I'll take this flyer, take it back to my group. We're a bunch of seasoned adventurers, and I'll tell them, look, you know what, we'll do it for 50 gold. I'll just write that down here, sir. What's your name?
It's Robert.
Robert?
Bob for short.
Oh, I meant your daughter.
Oh.
Oh. And I That's Bob.
Bob. I'm Clyde.
Sir, I think you've got it. Don't worry, you've got a friend in need. Come sit at our table. And I bring him over to make...
He'll walk very
Clyde.
stiffly over.
Oh my god, I'm like patting Clyde on the shoulder, like.
I get to talk to Bob.
And thank you for the follow, Kazimov. So he, it's almost as if his rig hasn't loaded properly and he's just sliding across the floor.
Oh.
He faces through all the chairs.
We've got
Nice.
some
I
Bethesda
help him.
levels of glitch here.
I help him up with a chair next to Clyde, and I go pull up a chair somewhere else and sit next to Waleed.
Having sort of caught on to some of the story here, Waleed will be reaching into his pack and pulling out a scribing kit, where with a bit of a parchment and looking at the likeness Bob has provided. And then
There is a
looking at
detailed
Bob
description underneath of her.
and getting a detailed description, and then saying, "Right, Bob. Hi, my name is Drizawa Lid. I have some
Drizza what?
skills in the manner of representations of people. Could you explain to me what your daughter actually looks like?" And he'll start doing basically a police sketch up. Because both having a very high performance and the ability of false identity means he can create these sorts of documents.
I don't know what kind of name Triz
It's a
whatever
title.
is.
Wally,
Trieste?
Alright, Wally. Well, she's got, it's been a long couple of days. She's got her mum's eyes. She's beautiful green eyes.
and whilst he's hearing this, he's starting to sketch.
Yeah. So, Bob will give you the entire description of how his daughter Katie looks.
Cool. You want a performance on that, I assume?
Yes, please.
Okay, that would be 20.
You,
Dirty 20.
you produce the most
Share your good rolls, please.
detailed sketch of this little girl. You would think that maybe this was some kind of parchment tinted mirror.
Oh,
Wow.
Very talented, Wally.
yeah.
So,
Amazing.
showing Bob as like, Bob, is there any changes that I would need to make to this likeness?
He'll slide it over to himself and look at it. Yeah, it's pretty spot on. She's got a little mole just here. That's the only change I'd make.
Making the change. Whilst the rest of it continues and what have you, Waleed will be making at least one or two copies as best he can. Slightly lower quality, and Chris, not knowing anything about how long an art takes to make, is probably making an assumption that I'm doing about a week's worth of work over lunch. So apologies to my artist colleagues. But yeah, it's like giving him the better version and making another couple so that he can then have others to copy that down so that he can then get more flyers out. Should our soon-to-be endeavours, I'm sure, be less than fruitful.
He's just looking at the first copy that you made and just muttering to himself, my poor girl, my poor girl. Probably those wolves came back just like they did for your mother.
Did you say wolves, sir?
Aye, wolves.
That sounds odd for wolves. I mean, I know wolves attack, but to come
Not
back...
like that. Never
Yeah.
like that.
Organised. I think they've got a leader. Don't think he's wolf, don't know if he's human. It's... I don't know. I heard the howling before she disappeared.
Huh. I slide my glass of kind of whiskey over to him. Don't worry, sir.
He shots it.
We'll find your daughter. We'll bring her back. We'll only do it for 40 gold.
He'll put his hand out to you, and if you put your hand in his, he'll give it a firm grasp and a shake.
I shake his hand and be like...
It's a bit slimy because he hasn't washed in about a week.
Gross.
He smells like farm.
The cheese?
Like farm.
I hold my hand up and I whisper to Clyde. So, Clyde, do
Yes.
you look like you'd be a cleric?
Not really. He's
Not really?
he's very basic in his clothes. Just white shirt, brown pants, and suspenders, and a hat.
Uh-huh.
He wears the brown pants.
Where's the brown pants?
He comes prepared.
He's very ready.
Okay.
Yeah, so he doesn't really look like a cleric. He does have a symbol. I don't know if you know Shantae, but that's what the symbol is for. But it's just on a leather cord around his neck.
Yeah.
It's very small, so it doesn't look like much. It just looks like a necklace. But that's his
Does
little
Clyde
thing.
drink?
Clyde drinks.
Okay. I just pour some. I just grab the
Excited to
bottle.
try.
I just grab the bottle and just pour a little bit on my hand.
Hygienic.
All right. Shall we gobble up some lunch and kill some wolves?
Let's not kill him. Let's figure out what's making him do it first.
Yes. Let's go talk to the wolves. Let's do it.
A mystery we need to solve.
Bob is now pouring more whiskey and just keeps shotting.
And I'll
Taking
lean over
shots.
to Maggie and be like, I can actually I can talk to the wolf. Don't tell anyone.
That's very handy.
I'm sure it will be very handy very soon.
You look real familiar. And he's pointing at Scary. Were you in town a few days ago?
Maybe, sir? I've been a lot of places.
There's been someone
She's like
skulking
steadily not
around.
making eye contact.
You've been skulking around my farm.
No, I would never dream of it.
Can I roll an insight check? On Scary?
Yes, you can.
I feel like, what should I roll? Counter.
No, are you suspicious? Or are you completely clueless?
No, she legit doesn't know where the fuck she is.
No, no rolls. No rolls then.
Okay. Alright.
But Maggie can still roll.
Okay.
Inside if you want.
Yeah. 12?
You have a hard look at her from under the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You think that she's honestly completely lost and doesn't know where she is.
Okay. Look, how about we finish up here, we find those wolves and see if we can get his daughter back. Sir. Bob?
Hmm?
What?
What do you want?
Hi. Where should we go? Which direction?
Ugh.
You think they took?
He'll take back the bit of paper which he had folded and get out like a little bit of charcoal and start scrawling a crude map. Right, you gotta take the north exit out of town. Then you go the caves. We're a little bit east of here, just over in the forest.
What does north mean?
Up.
Oh, so like that way? She points like completely the wrong direction.
So, Waleed, how about you take this map? As I haven't got a great memory, so
Sorry, I'm better with trees
Okay.
than I am with drawing trees.
Do we have an estimate of the travel time out to where this cave is?
40 minutes to an hour, depending on how
Okay.
quick you're traveling. It's not very far. It's just outside of town, and the tavern is at the edge of town, and the town is very small.
Okay. If you will excuse me for but a moment, I must go speak with the caravan master to find out what the caravan's movements are going to be. I believe we're staying in this town for some time, but it's best that I just check with the caravan master before charging off and leaving my colleagues to take my wagon for me. Of course, I trust them implicitly to do so. These are men of honor and beings and creatures of honor. However, it's worthwhile me just checking with the caravanserai to see what's actually going on. I'd hate to be inadvertently left behind.
that's fair.
And at that point, Waleed will make his way outside to check with caravan management to see what's going on.
This caravan bureaucracy, man.
As Waleed,
Caravan
as Waleed
diplomacy.
Nice.
Yeah.
As Waleed was talking, when he said, what'd you say? Trustful men, was it?
Trustful entities. Yeah.
When he said trustful, when he said
Creatures.
when he said trustworthy men, I look at Skari and I'm holding my fingers crossed under the table and I wink at her.
She vaguely understands what you mean by that.
All right.
Bob falls asleep in the middle of the cheese platter.
Oh, he must be
Oh,
awful
that's
tired.
just gross. Okay.
I bet
well,
the smell of the happy cheese is comforting to him. We should just leave him there.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
probably
okay.
used to it.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
he's
could
happy
just be.
cows.
Are you making
Oh,
sure
yeah,
none
yeah,
of him that are you any of you making sure he's not face down and like drowning?
I'll put him in the recovery position. I'll make sure he's like.
I grab his hair. I grab his hair and lift his head up, and just put it on its side.
Yeah. I just-
There's a soft
So his
little
neck's all
grunt. There's a soft grunt and a.
There you go. I mush cheese into a pillow.
Yeah.
It's like,
Maybe we make a cheese
Cheese
pillow.
That's disgusting.
Gary thinks that's fine. I think that's gross.
I stroke his hair and say, "There you go, you disgusting man."
That wasn't very nice.
Well, it's. I'm a country girl. Just calling it how it is.
I mean, he should have a bath, at least, if anything. It's...
I'm sure.
I mean, the contrast between farmers was clean.
That's true. You're very clean for a farmer, Clyde.
I have been travelling, but I like to be...
But you don't smell like that.
No. I try not to.
Alright, so what's the party doing? So we've got Waleed, you're going to go talk to some men about a caravan?
Yeah, talk to whoever is in charge I'm assuming much like you know, medieval era caravans, it's not one single entity. There's a whole bunch of different wagons and traders,
Mm.
guards paid by everyone in the caravan moving forward, and as people join it and drop out of it, so individual traders basically traveling together and hiring guards to a collective thing.
Yeah.
Guards being paid,
So
daily or weekly by the
there
caravan,
is
that sort of
there is
situation.
the caravan master who is basically leading this troop, who has been there the whole time, is there as almost a conductor who you can
Yeah,
talk
and
to.
that would be their job. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to check in with that individual. Make sure that the caravan ain't going to take off in the
It's
next day or so.
so they're basically, he'll tell you that they're not intending to leave for another 2 days, but they can leave later if required, because there are traders who need to facilitate talks with farmers and people who are working the land around here.
Mm. Oh, that's great. Thank you. I'll endeavour be back by that time, and if you can just ensure that perhaps my wagon is tended to just a little bit more diligently whilst I'm away, and I will compensate the guard myself from that. But if you could pass those instructions on, that would be absolutely amazing and very much appreciated.
He will do so, and make sure that there is a proper guard camped around your particular wagon.
Yeah, and I'll pay them for the extra work upon return.
Yep. All right. So are we all convening at the front of the tavern to make your way into the forest?
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
And before we head off, can I just say to Waleed, hey, can I buy some silks off you? Do you have anything in like a nice purpley black? Just for a pass in your caravan, I thought.
If and I would by all means accept the trade once we're in a correct trading space. At this point in time, I would have to open up the wagon, which, of course, as you can probably accept, to do so on the road might damage stock and encourages pilfering.
That's fine. We'll do it on the road. Just let me silks.
In a correct market setting, I do believe there will be some kind of market established from this caravan at some point. If you'll excuse me for one moment, if we are traveling into climes, then I would like to get out of my informal dining clothes and change into something a little bit more appropriate.
Adventurous.
So you have informal and formal and fancy and extremely fancy.
No, this is the comfortable. I mean, if I'm right.
I just have the studded leather and me regular leather.
Glowing and colourful and.
So
the meat and clothes.
This is the brunch wear.
Yeah, this is the brunch wear. Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna have space.
So very, very quickly disappear into his wagon and get changed out of this robe into a more darker, coarser wear. Something that's a little bit more appropriate for walking and traveling.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will take you out.
Rather than. Yeah, basically the undergarments stay the same. It's just whip off that, take off that, new hat, new cords, everything. The one thing that doesn't change is gloves. Gloves are always on. And if anyone does notice, the gloves come all the way up to the top of his, past beyond his elbows.
So Waleed comes
Your eyes
back
must be real warm.
with a new hat, new garments, and
Nice.
I would
Sweet.
I would say a new endeavouring attitude, but it's about the same.
Wow. Looking good.
It's a lovely coat.
And you couldn't have grabbed some silks. That's neither here nor there. Let's go get some more.
These are, standard everyday walking wear.
Thank
I
you
need
very
one
much for the
set of
follow,
walking
Makti.
wear.
But how many hats do you have, Clyde? How many hats do you have, Clyde?
On him right now, one. He left his good one at home.
Aw.
See, sensible.
Yeah.
Does he got that boots with the fur?
No, he's just got leather boots.
The whole club's not looking at you, Clyde. I don't know
No.
what to tell you.
No. Maybe if he puts on some Daisy Dukes.
Yes.
I want to see
Nice.
fan art of that.
Yes, please.
And a gingham crop top, right?
Yeah, just give him pops
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. The contrast
Yes.
between farmers is ridiculous.
And a corn cob pipe.
Faerun's next top
Ye
farmer.
fucking hole.
Top farmer or bottom?
Oh, okay.
He's not sure yet, but we'll find out.
Welcome to Faerun's next power bottom noddle.
Yeehaw. Alright, gonna get a marching order. How are you heading into the forest? Or shall we go straight to the forest? Do you get there? Actually,
And he's
make
keen as a bean.
me some survival checks, please. All of you. And
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
see how you go as a
Can't
group.
read a map, but I'm not bad at survival.
Oh.
Oh shit! Natural 20.
Woo! Someone's carrying the team.
So that's a 26.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Survival outside of the city for the merchant.
Disadvantage then.
Bum, bum. Well, it's unlikely to get lower than 3.
Okay.
Ooh. Yikes. I like to think you showed Naskari where north is, and then she takes over.
6 from the halfling.
It's 4 for Clyde.
Okay.
Wow.
So Skari seems to have some kind of preternatural sense, and whilst the rest of you feel quite lost along the roads, being unfamiliar with the area, it seems almost as if Skari may have lived here her entire life. She knows the direction, she knows the way, and
As soon as she gets out of a building, she loses like 8 degrees of stress, by the way.
and you have
Immediately.
to run after her because she is literally skipping and frolicking off in front of you into the woods.
Oh, she really likes
Really
those trees.
concerned about dirt and twigs and tree muck on his fine robes. And probably trailing behind everybody else and not realizing. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely kicking up a lot of tree dirt. So
New
I
trees
go
are
behind
thing.
Scary.
I'm like dodging it, like just like
Oh, yeah.
halfling level. I'm like,
Yeah, and she's
Scary,
tall
Scary,
too, so
slow
you'd be
down.
right in that.
it's like 4 of my strides is one of yours. Slow down, please. At least you know the code.
Oh, I'm awful sorry.
And
Sorry.
if you've ever seen the way that dogs like kick their back legs and kick up all that dirt, she's probably doing that when she's skipping.
Oh my god.
You
Yeah.
really like the trees, don't you, Scary?
Yeah.
They were my only friends for a while.
You seem quite the outdoors type.
Yeah, well, I spend more time outdoors than I have in.
So you've never been to like a big city like Baldur's Gate, or?
Goodness me, no. I don't like the sound of them very much. I mean, I'm sure they're lovely. I'm sure people have fun there, but I don't think I'd be one of them.
Huh. So you're pretty an outdoors type. Do you spend much time alone, or do you have like little groups of people that you meet up with?
No, I don't really know where I would find some people who want to have me. Yes, I'm by myself a lot. Yes.
Oh. Can I insight check that?
Yes, you may.
Clyde will turn to Scary and be like, I love the outdoors.
That's
Really?
But I come from a village. But You can always come and visit us. We'd love people.
Yeah, even ones with this and stuff.
We have big, normally green, but they don't have the horns there, but they have teeth. They're really nice.
Oh, they sound nice.
Everyone there is, we all work together. And, you know, I mean, if you'd be willing to, you could come and meet us. We like to have people there, and if you'd be willing to, like, maybe we could teach you about, you know, our goddess. And I show my little symbol.
Ooh, what does that mean? Do we want to pause for the insight check? Sorry.
Yes. So
Yeah.
18 for the inside
Ooh.
check.
Yeah, you know that she doesn't really have a druid grove or anyone that she meets up with.
Okay. Kind of knowing and telling the truth, Maggie looks a little... That's very nice, though.
Nice.
You know, if you're from the big city, like, you could just have some conversations is all. That's fine.
Oh, I don't think I know what you mean by that, but all right.
Oh, you know how it is. Oh, I guess you don't because you haven't been... Anyway, let's continue on. I would actually love to see your talent played. It sounds really nice.
Yeah, what does that little doodad on your neck do?
Yeah.
Is it just for pretty?
It's for pretty, and I'm not really sure too much, but our goddess is Shantea, and she helps our farms so much, and that's why I'm walking where I'm go. I don't really have a destination, but I set out because I wanted to bring back the best techniques for farming, so that we could be even better at farming.
Hey, Clyde.
And
make me a dex check, please.
okay.
Oh no.
This is not going to end well. Yeah, that is 8.
So you don't exactly know where you're walking, but when you hit your nose, you realise that you just walked into a tree.
I've been told to
Honey,
look
you're
where I'm
right.
going.
There's a tree there.
I'm okay, but I've really got to start looking where I'm going.
That's
Gary
alright.
checks if the tree is okay. Is the tree fine?
It's maybe got a little bit of tripped bark, but it seems fine. Though, actually,
That'll heal up just fine.
make me an investigation check.
Ooh, interesting. She's not very good at that. 14.
You see... Wait. No, Clyde didn't chip that wood. You see 3 gashes in the tree.
Oh my goodness.
These
Do
look-
I know how many claws wolves have?
It looks too big to be a regular wolf. And
Uh-oh.
you look around further and you see other trees have been slashed and some smaller ones have been broken, as it seems like something has trampled through here. You're
Oh, I wanna look
dragging
at this.
something.
There's something bigger than wolves in this forest, y'all.
I don't like that. Wolves are bigger than me.
Oh, that's true. This is gonna be a scary place for you. I'm sorry.
Yep. It is. That's why we love our little, our little communities, to be honest.
I mean, I could probably...
Oh dear. Okay. I pull out 2 knives.
Uh-oh. Scurry just grabs her shield and holds it in front of her like, uh-oh.
It seems far away, but you realise that you are starting to approach where has been marked on the map.
I
Does
point
that
at
sound
Scurry.
like a normal wolf to me? And also, do I understand what they're saying in wolf? Because Beast and I can understand each other. It's handy.
I'm trying to figure out whether you should... Probably a perception check
Okay.
on that. I don't think that one would be animal handling.
That's a 16.
Okay. It sounded like a call of attention or some kind of stay back, but it didn't sound like it was actually speaking anything in particular. And it sounded strange and guttural and warped. Like its vocal cords had been stretched too far too quickly.
Oh dear. I think this wolf is bigger than it should be, or it's not a wolf, or something. But that's not what it's meant to sound like. I promise I know. I know these things.
Yeah, that's a different kind of a woo than I've ever heard.
Ow.
A woo.
Oh,
A woo.
Yeah, you're a woman of the words. You can just sweet talk us out of this, right?
I'll do my best, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
Oh, that doesn't take much confidence.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's all I got. You might want
That's
to
okay. Don't
protect
apologize.
yourselves in whatever way you do that.
Well, you're the one with the shield. I'm gonna stand next to you.
That's probably a bad idea.
Again, doesn't
Gary's not
build
gonna
much
say-
confidence. Oh, okay.
Gary's like,
Okay.
I got a friend.
Well, I guess should we kind of continue on our way in order? Benefits if we get attacked.
That sounds
Yep,
smart.
you can give me your marching order if you like.
I would like to go in somebody's pocket.
I'm sorry.
Pockets.
I think I'm the only giant here.
In the middle.
Okay.
Oh, Scary will be at the front, and I hate this. But she would, so she will.
I'll be at the end.
Okay.
He's very much out of his element here.
Oh dear.
Or at least seems to be. But with the 3 survival roll is very much out of it.
I'll stand next to Skari. I'll say, hey, Skari, so you're very perceptive, being someone that has lived out in the woods for so long.
I'm pretty perceptive, I guess. I mean, I saw that thing in the wood.
Oh, the thing that Clyde walked in.
Yeah. The tree that he walked into.
Yeah, I don't. He didn't lie when he said that he didn't know where he was going.
Well, that's all right. He's trying his best.
That's totally fine. If you don't know where you're going, but at least he knows where he's been.
That's true.
Probably
That's
hanging on.
very
That's okay. Thank you. He's probably hanging on to the promises of yesterday, if you ask me. Anyway, I'm going to. I'll go alongside Skari, side by side, 2 at the front.
Okay.
Let's go marching 2 by 2. Hurrah!
So, as you continue further into the forest, the air seems to grow colder as it seems like you're almost starting to walk downhill into almost the valley, because this is a hilly area and you're starting to go down the hill as the trees grow thicker and it grows darker around you. And soon you start coming to rocky outcrops, and this must be the kind of cave system that Bob told you about.
I think this
Well,
might be our
he's
place.
very uncomfortable in the cold.
Would you like my coat? I have a very nice wool one. It's not the finest quality. It's one he definitely brought from home.
But were
It's
they
had for
happy
a
sheep?
long time.
Happy sheep?
Happy sheep.
Quite possibly.
Klein is happy to offer it.
Yes, well, he will definitely take you up on an offer. He comes from a desert area in the south, so the cold is something that is a bit of a problem for him. So definitely, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I think Skyry's gonna start talking in Sylvan. Just generally saying the equivalent of like, we come in peace. And that we're looking for a missing pack member and we don't mean anyone any harm. She doesn't think this is gonna work, but she's trying it anyway.
Make me an animal handling.
Oakley dokley. That's a 14.
Okay, so you growl this out in barks and growls and grunts of a wolf.
I balk.
Book.
And so, are you using Speak with Animal, or?
I'm using Speech of the Woods, which is like a passive
Okay.
speak with animals,
Okay.
basically.
You hear back. Go away!
I'm translating.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
We just got told to go away. I don't think we want to do that, though. Uh-oh. And then I say in Sylvan or in Bork, we can't do that, I'm afraid. We need our missing pack member before we can leave. But we don't want to fight you. We know this is your territory. But you're too good at that.
I can do purring.
Oh my god.
That's so cool.
So can I. Give me a moment. I'll make a thing I prepared earlier.
Just comes to a purring thing. Let me just purring.
I prepared this
Magical
one.
television.
This is my purring gun.
He actually jumped up
Oh my
when you
God.
started purring and investigating the speaker.
Oh.
Aww.
This is Riddick, by the way. Who is
Aw.
enormous.
Hi.
You hear back the kind of growl where it's thinking.
Can I whisper to Scurry? Do we give them... What if we gave them some food? Would they like us more?
Do I think that would work?
What has he offered you?
I want to pull out some
here's some
rations that I've
stuff.
got.
So, what do we hear? Of
You
this conversation?
hear distant growling, which seems like a wolf, but more.
Wolf plus.
Times 2. Extra wolf.
New,
Wolf but extra? Okay.
new wolf plus.
New wolf plus.
Okay, cool.
Wolf 2.
Got a
Electric
hint of
Boogaloo.
peppermint.
What you talking about?
You can do, if anyone wants, you can do me a nature check.
Do you
Sure.
speak Awu?
I travel a little. Ooh, cock.
Or Maggie, you can make me an arcana.
Arcana?
Ooh. Volcana.
14.
I'll DM you.
Oh. Well.
Well, I'm filled with fear.
I'm just doing it on my phone so I don't muck up the overlay.
Yeah.
Slide into them DMs. For secrets.
Here's some wolf facts. I mean, that's how you get me into bed, just saying.
I got some sick wolf facts for you.
I'm like, my ears
Tell me
are
more.
like, I'm listening out, and I have a dagger downwards, ready to like, kind of stop, and I put a hand in the dagger out in front, and yeah, that's definitely probably not a regular. I would know because it gives me just chills up my spine, but this one gives me chills inside my spine. I think this is something supernatural.
Right in the middle of the spine.
Right in me spine.
In this boy.
I mean, I don't know where we are, but I'm pretty sure that's a werewolf.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. Because it had 3 fingers and not 4. And also it seemed really big. I'm scared. Oh dear.
I mean, it could be just fancy. Like, you could have 4 fingers, but just have, like...
How quiet?
Oh, yeah.
How quiet
Pinky
is this
face.
conversation?
Pinky.
The Twinings wolf, right?
I stop and whisper to Waleed and Clyde, like, not to alarm you, but do you have any kind of silver in your weaponry, in your arsenal?
Oh dear.
I I don't.
Oh, out of character. I understand what you mean. Oh shit.
No.
I only have coins.
Oh, okay. You hear cracking branches behind you because they failed their stealth check.
Okay, get out your silver, get out your gold, get out your copper.
As if you look around, you start to see that you are being surrounded by a pack of wolves. They're not looking to attack you, but they're staring at you.
Okay.
I don't
Scary.
like this.
Scary, time to put on the heat. Romance one.
That's your job.
Looks at you like you grew another leg.
Maybe
what
a
she's
bar,
gonna
but
do?
I just throw things at them.
She's good. When she panics, she turns into things. So she's gonna use her wild shape and turn into a wolf.
Okay, did not expect that.
Oh my god,
I
she's
mean,
probably one of them.
I like to panic. I like to panic, turn into a dog as well.
Yes, same. That's a coping mechanism.
They
but
just-
she takes up like a defensive stance in front of
They look
you
at you in
guys,
surprise.
so that the wolves know that like this is my dudes. Don't touch my dudes.
These are my friends.
Fuck you. These are my friends.
You-
I met them half an hour ago.
We're for life.
You hear in
Bros who wolf together stay together.
Awoo.
those
You're like my hype man. Awoo!
Awoo, get him!
woes before hoes.
Oh my god. Now that needs to be a t-shirt.
Yes. Please.
I'm writing that shit down.
You hear in wolf, "Are you with her? Do you protect?
Maker.
Have you cut?"
I can't do the accent and a dog
Oh,
voice at the
oh,
same time.
oh,
It's
oh,
too much for my
All
brain.
wolf speech ends in grr. It's some kind of pig Latin.
Yes.
Wolf Latin.
Wolf
You're
like,
gay.
yeah,
Nice.
thank you.
Are you one of us? Have you come to protect her?
What?
What are they
What are
saying?
you talking about?
What are they saying?
I don't speak wolf.
Translate.
What appears to be the leader steps back and howls. And the rest of them start howling as well.
Can I start climbing a tree?
Make me an athletics check.
Alrighty.
I'll pogo you up on my back if that.
Athletics.
Athletics?
Oh boy.
Well, I'm
Because
pretty...
all the branches, the lower branches seem to have been stripped and snapped off.
Yeah. That's a solid
Great.
three from me.
You start scrambling up before trying to jump up and then realizing there's no branch there. And almost looking down the camera for a moment as you scrabble and fall.
I pick myself up and dust myself off. Alright, well that's not an option.
Well- So now you're looking up from the forest floor and you look up onto the rocky outcropping. Everyone can make me perception checks.
I don't remember.
Ooh, nat 20. It's about time.
Perception, eh?
Is this smell-based perception?
You can use a smell-based perception if you want.
Sweet.
In fact, I will
I
do
have
yours
no
separately.
I don't think it's advantage.
What was yours, Clyde?
13.
Okay.
And 17 for me.
16 from Scary.
Okay.
Arfling got a nat 20 plus 1.
Okay.
Oh, shite!
So
Nice. That's
we'll start with Scary. An overwhelming smell overpowers you as it wafts into your now doggy nostrils. It's a smell which is mixed with the kind of musty smell of a dog and the overwhelming and oppressive smell of fear.
She's probably putting off some of that herself, to be honest.
As Maggie, you look up and see the hulking shadow of this werewolf.
Well, I'm glad I didn't climb that tree.
As it jumps down and lands with a thud
I jump behind Scary.
and rears up on its hind legs and just starts walking towards you, almost like a human.
Oh. Well, it hasn't killed us yet, so I think better.
In human, it says, "What do you want?"
Oh, hello.
Hi.
We would like what everyone likes, just a happy life. You know how it is? What you doing in this woods? Have you seen a little girl?
He sent you, did he?
You mean that filthy bum? Yeah. But he's all right. He's gold. You know how it is.
He seems very sad.
He should be.
What did he do?
Well, he can't have her. Not again.
What
Again?
happened?
If you're gonna keep asking questions, make me some charisma checks.
Okay.
Can I make one as well?
Or if you're trying to be really friendly, you could try like an animal handling if you want.
I might go for a charisma.
I don't think it counts if I'm an animal trying to handle it.
You're
I'll
a-
be handle you.
You are an animal handling the situation badly.
Woo.
Oh, sadder.
Oh woo.
Oh, woo.
17 from Skari. That's persuasion.
Okay.
And she plops down on the ground and becomes totally like non-aggressive body language.
An unnatural 20.
Okay. That would be enough for the group then.
I sit down next to Skari, kind of taking her cue. I put my daggers away.
I take off my hat and sit down.
Finally, the hat comes off.
He's got long hair. Who knew?
It's going to take its action to shed its wolf form.
Ooh.
As you see, almost like crawling out as the wolf form seems to split, and she crawls out, this scratched up, battered, weary woman.
Oh. Does it bear any resemblance to the child, or perhaps a mother of the child?
Yes, it does.
Well, hi. Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
So he sent you.
Well, yeah. He's, down and out farmer. I mean, we're not connected to him in any way about gold he was offering us. I mean, I said take 40, but
He would, wouldn't he? He would.
he totally would. Totally. So, how can we help you?
Well, you're not taking my daughter back.
Okay. So your daughter's fine and healthy? That's all we really
She's fine.
need to know. She's fine? Oh, thank the gods. Thank, Shantier, what? Chloe, help me out here.
Shantea. Thank Shantea. She's...
Thank Shantea that she's okay.
I put my paw over my face.
Look, we're not looking for a fight or anything. We
Well,
were just
Good. I
really
don't really want to have to kill more people.
more. Kill a couple of you. I mean,
Not all of them intentionally.
Oh no, me neither. So, I mean, is your daughter like did she come willingly with you? Because some of these parental things went weekend at dad's, forest kind of night times in the mood at the
No,
moment?
she's... Once I explained, she was more than willing.
Oh, once you explained?
Aye.
Oh. Well, that wraps up our case.
You can
Well-
insight that if you want.
Oh yeah, I'll totally.
Yeah.
Rolling those insights pretty badly.
She's actually proficient.
5.
Okay.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
Could Scary also roll an insight check?
Yeah.
16.
Maggie. Oh yeah, she totally came willingly.
Well, I guess case closed. We're a bunch of detectives.
Well,
Scary. There's a
Wally
there's a
will-
hint of truth in her lie.
Kind of my hackles raise up a little bit, and she sits up a little bit straighter and kind of like sidles in front of Maggie as if to be like, not everything is good here.
What was Waleed doing?
Wally was going to suggest that we do actually have a solution to this problem. It's a bit of a radical solution, but Caravan could always use more guards, especially ones of such stature. It's good work, and
What are you
the
trying to say?
caravan is moving north.
North. How far north?
North.
I look at like the closest wolf and I'm like,
I'm not the caravan master. So it will continue until there is no caravan.
I mean that's a pretty
Caravan
good deal.
decides
I mean
to stop.
that's a good idea. I mean, caravans. What do they got to worry about? Wolves mostly. So if the wolves
You're
are
in
helping
charge
them,
of all the wolves.
if the wolves are helping them out, they're. I mean, they'll just pay you in meat
But-
or.
My thought
warmth.
process here is there is a problem. The problem is wolves
deadbeat
are the person
husband.
They don't. Yeah, you don't want
Yep.
to be near. And ipso facto, if you're not near each other, then less of a problem. And we're traveling north. And
I mean, that's a good point, but I mean, we're down 40 gold.
I need to get to Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
I need to find a Waterdeep, or that's the place where anything can come true.
Oh,
is that the direction we're going?
well, that's north. Waterdeep is north. Tell you what. So what is she wearing now? She's shed her skin. Coat, say.
It's really just tatters.
Oh, just tatters.
Tatters. Almost,
fancy, expensive robes?
almost.
Laced with
It's
coin?
almost fig leafing her.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
ha-
I'm gonna again dust myself off. I'm gonna stroll over to her. Hey, just within like talking. You know, traveling.
She
Went to
she bares her fangs a bit to get you to back
Oh,
off.
okay. Look, I just want to say, I mean, this deadbeat husband of yours, is he a danger to your daughter?
He was once a good father. Never came looking for me when I was taken. Never came looking for me when I was turned. Couldn't even see my own daughter for years. All he cared about was that business. I have no idea what he could have done to her. But he sure, as the Nine Hells, does not deserve her. She is mine. and I will take her far away as I get the cure for this curse, and we'll get as far away from him as possible.
Does your daughter also have the curse at all? Just you?
I am not sure.
Okay. When you said you explained to your daughter, you said she came willingly? Once you explained, she was
One
very
sec.
understanding. You haven't explained yet, have you?
Who are you to judge me, stranger?
Oh, I'm not judging. I find it strangely relatable. Well, good news is we're heading north, and Waterdeep's also north, and we're a bunch of, I guess, strangers and outsiders from other places. So, I mean, if you and your daughter need some people to travel with, certainly fair to help you out.
When people join the caravan and leave the caravan, that's how they work. The guards are paid on a daily rate, so that those who are part of the caravan pay for the guards, and as they leave, they stop paying. So it's not like the caravan doesn't have pit comings and goings all the time.
No.
I
your
myself was not going to be taking the whole caravan, so and then would pick it up again on its way back.
and with your current condition, I mean, all you've got to really worry about is, being on your own.
Moons.
Well, that too. Yes, that too.
Going into a rage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you were traveling with your daughter, we could come up with plans. If we could look after your daughter, and you could go for a bit of a night walk and
Yes.
rejoin in the morning.
Clyde. Just make me a nature check.
Sure. That is a 20.
Full moon's tomorrow.
Whoa!
We were.
I just start tapping Maggie on the shoulder. I'm like,
Oh hi!
doing this.
Glad I'm onto
I'm
something. Yeah.
making it.
Just 1 second, ma'am. I need to talk to my farmer friend. What's up?
The full moon is tomorrow.
Oh, I don't have a plan for that. But, if her husband's an asshole, maybe you can ask her if we can steal his farming secrets. Wouldn't that be a treat for you? Anyway. Yeah, but it was full moon. Okay, I'll see what we can do.
If you
any plans?
if you can get me near him.
Well, we know the caravan's not leaving in 2 days. That leaves us a day of full moon, blood-rending, killing nastiness.
If you can get me to him, I can give you all his gold. Well, most of. I'll still need some. Any possessions you like as well. Of course, he won't really be needing them.
I'm an honest merchant, not a murderer.
Gary's ears got flat against his
There
skull.
might be a subtle difference in your world, but in my world, it's kind of large. So I see where you're coming from, and I appreciate the sentiment.
She comes right up to your face, Waleed. She's right up this close.
Just get out of her way.
Waleed isn't backing down as such.
Honest, you say?
Honest. And give her a little smile. With the making the things visible.
Ah, yes. I've met your kind before, merchant.
Merchant, yes.
Snakes, the lot
So,
of you.
enough with the killing ideas. We can find solutions.
Do we see the inside of his mouth at all? Okay.
Oh, no.
All right.
You would not be
I mean-
able to see past her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snakes, I've been called worse. But
Yeah, but not everybody appreciates the fine qualities of merchantry. And as I say, I think it's a great opportunity for you to leave this environment. Living in a cave, not so nice. So I'm trying to basically a persuasion here. So highlight the benefits of not living in a dank cave, educational opportunities for one's daughter,
A fresh
actual
start.
food, medicines, things like
Less
that,
murder.
and an occasional trip out to the city, maybe once a month.
And can I help?
You can
Can I
assist.
help Waleed with assist by also leaning in and saying, "And if you tell him where his loot is, we can rob him blind."
Okay,
So
yeah.
that would be a 19.
Is that with advantage?
No.
You can roll with
Yeah.
advantage. See if you get a 20.
With advantage. That
30.
then makes that a 17 plus 5, 22, if my math is correct. Yeah, 22.
She takes a step back and thinks.
See? Well, it is all about solutions that don't involve, killing people.
Sure, it's what we're all about.
Hmm.
She'll reach out her hand to yours,
To Waleed?
to Waleed.
Yeah.
And grasps it and digs almost claw-like nails into the back. We
Depends
have it.
how thick the gloves are.
You-
Probably not that thick.
You can feel the pin pricks as it's threatening to draw blood.
Right, okay. Smile, nod.
We have a deal.
Good. We like deals. Deals are good. Deals everybody profits from.
I will join the convoy in 2 days. You will
2
take
days.
my daughter there tomorrow.
Now, do we need to make yourself and your daughter other than you are to the locals in the town? Are you known there?
We are known.
Then, if one of my colleagues will assist me in coming back to this cave before we leave, then I might be able to assist in altering your appearance enough with the right kit. It's in my wagon. I don't have it with me now, but I should be able to alter your appearance enough so that casual perusal before we leave shouldn't expose yourself or your daughter.
That would be adequate.
Awesome. All right. Let's make that a compact. And once you've done with your, changey, rendy, killing vibe,
It happens once a month.
yeah,
I'm sure that some of you can empathize.
no judgment.
Just nod
Yeah.
Knowingly.
knowingly.
Everybody's got their problems. It's all about finding solutions to those problems so it's profitable for everybody.
Yes.
So yeah,
Right.
how's about Scary brings me back, because when it comes to trees, I got no idea. And I'll have my disguise kit with me. He's kind of doing a little measurement thing, looking. Yeah, I'll get some clothes. How big's the daughter? How old? Would you perhaps be able to bring her around so I can get an eye? Maybe spend the day getting something tailored up for you.
How do I know I can trust your word?
No, you don't. But we have shaken.
This is true. Why not just ask my idiot former husband if you can see some of her clothes?
Because that will take time, and we're here, and I can do it by eye, and this is my day job.
My day job.
Fabrics merchant.
Make me persuasion.
23.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely going to be enough.
Cool.
So she'll look to the entrance of the cave. Fine. And
wait.
she'll mutter in dog to to one of the wolves. Escort him.
Oh,
You follow.
Go in. Okay, fair enough. No, yeah, no. I can do that.
I'm going to attempt to go with.
She won't stop.
No, sort of
Okay.
casual, like, not real keen on going underground again.
I'll tag along if that's okay as well.
She'll stop any more than two of you going.
Okay. Yeah, all right. So is she going or staying?
She's staying.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll stay with old Clyde.
We can have some hot bands in the meantime.
Yeah. Just for flair. Can we snap out a measuring
Yes.
and Taylor's chalk? She's like,
You absolutely may.
excellent. Right, yeah, he's going to ready to whip up some very basic designs, but he's thinking this through, what he's got in stock. Yeah, could you make a couple of things.
As they're heading off, can I just yell out? Maybe to Waleed.
Yup.
Let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna yell out to Waleed just before they're heading off. Like, oh, wait. I bustle around my bag. I pull out my leather vest, and I throw it to him. It's probably about her size. So.
No, okay.
I'm wearing standard leather, but I had a spare leather, and it's halfling size. It's probably a daughter size, so she can have at least a cool leather vest.
Awesome. Okay, well I'll take that with me. We'll see if it'll fit.
Cool.
Good start. All right. Wandering in the cave. Putting on one's very best face. Waleed is uncomfortable, but is very much trying not to show this. To the level of quite happy to do a performance check to show that he is completely unworried about this situation at all. No, not packing it, going into the wolf's den.
Gary's shadowing you very closely. She can probably smell your fear.
That's the thing. He's not afraid at all. This is all a show of fear, a performance.
As you enter, you see. Well, it's a cave. It's a dark cave, but you see sort of bones and bits of. Oh, is that flesh? Is it meat? Oh, you don't want to know. Scattered.
Mm-hmm. What time of day is it? Is it still light or dark?
It's getting towards sundown.
Okay. Yeah, that's no drama.
And as you're entering the cave, you can see, or hear almost, the sound of breathing as you head deeper in and round the corner. You see, snuggled up there in a pile with some little wolf cubs is Katie, the farmer's daughter.
Cool. Are there any other wolves nearby?
There-
Obstructing ones our entry?
There's one which is looking over them, sort of looks, gives a little look, and lets you pass.
Okay, cool. At this point, Waleed will stop a few meters away. Close enough to be heard, close enough to see, but without approaching too close. And hi, I'm Waleed. You'd be Katie?
She's asleep.
Oh. Well, thanks for that. Hello, sleeping person. Are you awake?
I can say that you can take measurements of her if you want. She's
Yeah.
out of it. She's comfy.
Yeah. Would the leather vest fit?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then
She
that's
is
what I'll take.
at that stage in her childhood where she is just halfling size for maybe a couple more months.
Alright. Cool. No dramas. I got my measurements. I'm happy. Thank you, Wolffolk. And I'm again making a big show of being relieved to leave the cave. And happy to do a performance check if you wish.
And Scary is kind of reading her body language, even though she's asleep. Like, does she look like she's happy to be here? That she doesn't mind being in a cave with a bunch of dogs?
She's...
Sounds so fun.
I mean,
I'd love it.
I'd love it. You can't really tell. She's asleep. She's sleeping. She's sleeping peacefully though.
That's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
While they're gone,
Yes.
can I ask the Mama Wolf a couple questions?
You may.
Hi, so in that deal, it's kind of sweeten the deal saying, if you want his, we can rob him, of his worldly goods. So to do that, whereabouts would they be? Do you know where he keeps his stash?
He never kept it in the house. He kept it out with the animals.
Huh. Okay, kind of clever, kind of paranoid. So, do you know apparently he's quite the farmer. He's popular. We tasted some of his produce and it's very nice. I know you're probably sick of hearing it.
He's
However,
peddling that rubbish again, is he?
yeah, rubbish? Does he have any secrets? Perhaps about his farming
The
success?
secret being that I taught him everything he knew.
Well, I was going to say, how about we steal his, farming techniques of a book, just to show him what's what, then he has to rely on his own skills. That'd be really funny. But since, you could teach us these things.
I can teach you whatever you want. You could steal his horse, though.
Okay, what's the horse's name?
I can't remember.
That's fine. We'll give it a new name.
You can give it a new name.
Yeah, where does he keep the horse?
It's usually in the stable, which is adjacent to the barn.
Okay, stable adjacent to... I'm writing this down on a little...
She
Okay, stable...
looks across at Clyde, who is quite obviously a farmer. He can be Royal Chamberlain if you want, Jimmy. We already have a sleeve in this game. We can have a Royal Chamberlain as well if you want.
Yes.
So you seem to have quite the star in your eye.
Yes. I'm Clyde. We didn't catch your name.
Layla.
Layla.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
Very
Layla.
pretty.
Thank you. My parents gave it to me. As most names are given.
I mean, I was lucky I got 2. Clyde. There's another one. It's Reed.
Clyde Reed. Oh,
Clyde Reed.
that's also nice.
And our last name is Grassbrook. It's a lot.
Were you
Oh.
born in a cabbage patch? This is a very... Were your parents farmers?
Yes, our whole town is. We don't do anything else except pray. But those 2 things are what we love to do the most.
Delightful.
Layla,
Yes.
do you like flowers?
Yes.
And I'm gonna pick a little sprig of lavender that I have on my hat, and I'm gonna pass it to her and be like, while we're all gonna be traveling together for a while, could I possibly learn some of your techniques about farming?
She looks at the lavender and she's trying to hide it well, but you almost see hints of a tear forming in her eye.
Oh,
I suppose if we're to be travelling together, that should be amenable.
oh, thank you. I'm trying to learn as much as I can.
Well, you had best learn from the best, and not from some drivelling former husband, and certainly not from that sleeve.
Yeah, we learned. The barmaid told us about what he does at night, and it doesn't sound like a good farmer. Those
She-
wouldn't be very happy cows.
She stares into the distance. You do not want to see it.
Oh. Luckily, we'll be gone in a few days, and hopefully we can avoid it.
Oh, those poor cows. You were saying? Yes, we'll be on the road to better life.
A new start. That should be
A
exciting.
new start, and hopefully not rending people to pieces. I can deal with this.
We can only try our best to
Yeah.
not hurt
And if you
people.
you're going to have to rend someone to pieces, just make sure you pick. I think that's the important thing. Life.
Make sure they're bad people. Like they've done something really bad. Then it will
Sure.
be okay.
Like not going searching for their wife.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
that's
seems
bad. That's
3
bad.
years.
that's pretty bad.
That's a very bad
Hey,
thing.
just a quick question. When did you say, Clyde? When did you say the next moon was?
2 days. 2 days? Tomorrow. Soon.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Not tonight?
Yes. Wait.
Tomorrow.
What did I say?
It is
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I just
Yes.
let out a.
We have-
Sorry, I remember, but Maggie just doesn't really pay attention. Oh, that's a relief. Oh, where's our 2 friends?
They come out of the cave about now.
Where did you go? Where were you?
In the cave.
The cave.
We're
I
not in the
forgot the
cave
plan.
anymore. I'm glad of this.
Oh,
Being
okay.
underground is bad.
Oh, well, it depends how deep, If it's a nice little home just buried on a knoll, it's alright.
Scary just cocks her head. Like,
I don't think I've ever seen a home in the ground before.
Ugh, it is just super comfy. You never want to leave, and when you do, you hate yourself.
Discussion of homes underground. Pace a little bit. And we should be heading back soon. It's going to be dark. It's 45 minutes.
My wolves
Yeah.
wolves will escort you down the road through the forest.
Oh, what a talented
Alright.
wolf.
Thank you.
They're
Cool.
well trained.
Does this mean we've got a wolf guard?
Hey, I've got some Like, I know you're wolves, hunting type. But I've got some bits of food if you want some for the child and yourself. She's got some cheese. Oh, we only just bought it a little earlier at the tavern, so.
It's from Happy Cows.
Happy cows. It's up to you. Just thought your kid might be a little hungry, but you're probably good at foraging yourself. But
Reforage.
offers on the.
And
Offers them.
I don't want any of his cheese.
Oh, okay. Well, tell you what, have a dagger instead. I've got a spare dagger. How about that?
Just take my shit.
And I like holding it out like
Maggie, I think her wolf claws are sharper than daggers.
Please leave now.
Maybe.
I'm just gonna grab onto the bottom of Maggie's tunic and start like dragging her gently backwards. Like, let's just fucking get out of here.
And this is why I juggle.
As you can see, as you start leaving, she shifts back into her full wolf form and pads her way back into the cave.
Before we all disappear, I will tip my hat. Because she was very nice to us.
Well, howdy!
Howdy.
And you can see, like, even though all the tatters and stuff on her has morphed into her, you can see the little sprig of lavender just peeking out off the top of her ear.
Ow.
Aww. That's adorable. And really cool. Just transforming all it's like and you, Scary, that was pretty cool moves.
Yeah, Scary
That
was
very
very
unexpected.
talented.
Yeah, I was like
She'll-
30 seconds away from just trying to stab you because I put urine on it. A little embarrassing. That would have been real.
She just looks a bit. She's probably slightly smaller than in wolf form. She's not a big wolf, but she just looks at you like.
You led us into the forest, and then you turn into a wolf. What's so to think? I'm a halfling. They eat us off the. Anyway.
Scary,
enough.
you can make an insight check if you want, Scary.
Okay, she's not transforming back into a human. You notice? She doesn't seem to want to do that.
A sneaking
that's
insight check.
Oof, that's only an 8.
Okay. Maggie seems nervous around you.
Okay. People tend to do that anyway. She doesn't.
It's
That's
pretty
normal.
natural. It's pretty natural because
Yeah.
you're a tiefling already, and you're a pretty weird looking tiefling at that.
Yeah. Yeah. She fully just accepts that. Like, oh well.
So you make your way back into town and back towards the tavern. You can
I
spend.
transform back into a people when I have to.
Nice.
Oh. You smell. You still smell distinctly of dog, though.
Yeah. That's fine. She probably smelled like that anyway.
So you can spend the next day or two. Oh, thank you for the follow, Burrows. Welcome. I love this party already and would die for all of them.
And we would die probably.
Yeah, let's not finish
I was
that.
gonna say that might
You
happen
will.
soon.
We would die.
Oh, that's
It's
a creepy
inevitable.
gift right there.
Don't worry, you will.
Okay.
Cool. I
But-
hate it. Thanks.
You can spend the next 2 days putting the preparations for that plan in place.
That evening, I would like to. Actually, no. Yep. So I'm going to say to my party, so at some point in time. All right. So I'm going to maybe be on horse duty. You know what I mean? So if maybe we try and keep him busy for at least maybe an afternoon before we out of town.
Well, Walid is going to be making clothes for the
Okay.
next couple of days. So, nope. He's going to be busy, basically, constructing clothes for both of these. So I think that's really going to take... I don't know, cosplayers, can you tell me how long that'll take?
Depends. Are we con crunching this or not?
Oh, definitely.
It's
We've got a
con
deadline.
crunching.
Okay.
That's totally a con crunch.
Because-
Because time limit.
If we're doing it on a time limit, probably an
Oh, no,
hour.
hot glue gun.
Yeah, just glue it. Fixes everything.
Produce claim. I'll melt the glue for you.
But I do have a needle that never bends. Go figure. So,
Yes,
yeah, so
Doesn't
Are
make it
you-
as it goes directly
Are
into
you
your
eating or
hand.
sleeping?
Yes.
Okay. That's not very cosplay of you.
Gone.
Chug
Definitely
that
gay.
coffee.
But yeah, Waleed will be spending the next couple of days doing that, arranging for the caravan mistress, about the new guards and joining them, making space in his wagon for Katie, perhaps arranging a little bit of trade to make some space in there, so on and so forth. Just day-to-day stuff, getting ready for all of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Does anyone else have anything in mind?
I'm just thinking, I believe she wanted Katie to join the convoy on the first night, and she would join on the second, after the full moon.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
how about...
And then I'll be
we
meeting
have to
them on the
retrieve.
second day to do the disguises.
Okay, so we got to retrieve Katie, and but keep it on the DL. You know, if she's gonna be a part of the
What?
convoy, down low. You know, my height.
What does that mean?
So it's just a halfling term. DL down low, kind of.
Because they're
Oh,
short.
Small.
Yeah, because we're short, you know, and down low. That's where all the
Didn't know you see
scheming's
that.
done. You know, all the fun stuff happens down low. Anyway,
I'm learning so much about your culture.
yeah, it's pretty grand. But so we need to get Katie. We need to have her disguised, and I think I have just a disguise, just off scent a little bit. I dig into my bag and I pull out a kind of jester-like like a typical like street performer juggling costume, like the bells and things. Probably her size. This at least you could she could at least get to your caravan. People just see halfling jester kind of
At
performer.
this point, Waleed will sort of look over. No.
It's a little
No.
conspicuous, maybe.
Yeah,
What's this? Queer Eye for the Fae guy?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yes.
and you just if you're going to spy, you're looking conspicuous. If you want to cause attention, you wear big, bright things. Kind of notice how I'm wearing dark things now, but earlier in the day I was wearing very bright things, so that you would notice me and be paying attention to me and not the other gentlemen around the who were going through your stuff.
Different makes for different shakes. I'm
Right,
kind of the
so-
hide in plain sight kind.
Yeah.
But if we got to layer up our makeup or something, this could lend to that. We just got to get her to the caravan.
That's right. I've got a fully stocked
Yeah.
disguise kit. There's no problem if we have something.
You have a disguise kit?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Simple merchant.
You're a disguise merchant? Can I buy some of that? I could use a disguise kit. I don't have one.
No. Need it for my own.
Where is
In-
this conversation happening?
I'll just was
In a quiet place. In a discreet place.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it's
Kara's
pretty
there. She's learning them.
I'm assuming you're doing it up in a room at the tavern.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's not the sort of thing you would discuss on the tavern floor.
Yeah,
Just
I'll
ready
plan. I'll plans for.
I plan for
Sorry,
disguise.
I was dressed as a really bright, attractive peacock, so
Yeah.
everyone would pay attention to me whilst colleagues were ripping the rest of you in the tavern off. Yet, no, not the kind of conversation
What?
you have in public, in the place that you were in earlier that day, possibly ripping
It's
them
okay, Clyde. It's honest work.
off. Honest merchant.
It's a
Honest
living.
merchant. Absolutely.
Okay, so you can be in costume design, and you can be on child patrol.
Hmm.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's no drama. Just let I can take care of that. All part of the
Perfect.
service.
That's fantastic. Do we know of any law
Of any sorry,
law
missed that.
enforcement?
This is a small town. They maybe have like one sheriff.
Oh, would I know the sheriff or have met him?
Yeah, he's drunk half the time.
Perfect.
Just like Western Australian police.
Oh,
Oh,
you a gunslinger? Shots fired.
too fucking real.
My dad used to work for the coppers. back
Oh,
in,
okay.
so-
Yeah, you got it. You got high insight on that. How? Question: if I wanted to disguise myself as what is the what race is the sheriff?
He's human. Most of the people in this town are human or gnome.
Okay. Would you say he's a foot or more than a foot taller than I?
Probably only about. He's a short sheriff.
Okay.
Oh,
You could-
almost broke into song.
Yeah. Is he?
No.
Yeah.
You didn't short the sheriff.
Um.
You could get away with it with probably some platform boots.
Okay. Don't have them on.
Styling.
Some
in my
stilts.
equipment.
Oh my
He
God.
he wears a really good leather hat,
Oh.
and he's got spurs on.
Do they jingle jangle?
They jingle jangle.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay. Cool.
What would a gnome ride? Or did it require spurs?
No.
This one's a human,
Oh.
but
Alright.
the town is mostly humans and gnomes.
Scary. Do you want to have a little? Do you want to have a little fun? I've got a friend I want you to meet.
You have friends? How many?
Oh, lots of friends and lots of.
How many friends? I have I can't count.
I have this.
I can't count to 5.
So on the eve of okay, should we talk plans?
You can
Is
talk
that all
about
the
it.
plans we
Skari
have?
will do literally anything
Because
because you're her friend.
I'll
Is-
say for the sake of expediency that you'll, like by now, and this is the night of the full moon, that you will have gotten Katie to the convoy with her disguise, and you will have,
working on stuff.
and you can have delivered the disguise to the cave for
Excellent.
Layla as well.
Okay.
Con crunch is over.
We made
Waleed
it,
crunched
guys.
hard.
He's asleep.
You
now.
don't
The
think
day
he
of the con.
you don't think he blinked once.
Wow. That's
Um,
impressive.
So how
so
ebullient is or your bouncy some young child?
what?
How bouncy is the kid? Is this a sullen kid who walks along, or is this a oh look at oh bird, oh this,
Shit.
oh that kind of kid?
The latter kind of 10-year-old.
Okay, cool. Well then
And
I'll
she's-
start.
and she's like-
we'll
she's
start
like,
teaching
"Oh, look at
her
this,
the beginning of the
it's like-
Duke con
It's like
on the way back.
it's like, oh, look at that. Oh, look at this. That's where my friend lived. My friend taught me to do this. Isn't that cool?
Oh no!
No!
Maggie's like,
Clyde's like, no,
She must
Clyde
die.
is 100%. What
Yeah.
what was it? How do you teach me? That was like fun.
Oh no! He's
You see?
corrupted now.
You see, she told me that you have to swing your arms like that, and then you just gotta go right round, and you gotta you have to put your nose right in the crick of your elbow, like that. You're gonna talk like that. Yeah, like that.
Oh, that's fun.
She's that kind of 10-year-old.
So one thing I would like to do on the two things I'd like to do on the eve of.
Clyde dab Brooke.
Yep.
Oh no.
So what would you like to do, Maggie?
She would like to get the sheriff and Bob and basically tell them that, maybe she will have to do an investigation over the next week or so, which might cost a couple of extra bucks. But, she's in town, and so over talking with them, I just want to get them, get them drinking and get them
Okay.
blackout drunk.
Sheriff comes in, and you can see like a tumbleweed behind him as the door's shut behind him.
Oof,
Well,
dramatic.
I suppose we can do that.
You can. I mean, I would prefer money up front, but you can pay me in drinks if you want to share them. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever drank with an investigator before?
You ever drank with the law before, kid?
I.
Because in this town, I am the law.
As a matter of fact, I have. So you'd be surprised how many those I can put away. So, but I respect the law. Let me do this as a respect thing. I'm meant to buy the sheriff a bottle. Is that correct?
Aye.
Yeah. Well,
I think you need to buy him a shot.
just a shot. I'll buy you a shot. Oh,
Don't
nice.
shoot the
Oh
sheriff.
no. Look, Sheriff, if you're drinking, I just want to make sure that your deputy is, because, you can have a shot, but
But you're not going to shout the deputy?
I'm not going to shout the deputy.
Oh.
Bob has been in this tavern the past few days and is already sprawled out in the corner on the floor.
Good. All right, so once the sheriff is pretty drunk...
Yeah. Let me make a few rolls. Can you just make me just a straight up charisma check?
Charisma? Come on. Guys, don't do... Oof, that was a bad roll.
How persuasive
Hold on.
are you being?
Hold on. Oh, could be better. That's a 12.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take your drink and
Yeah.
he'll start just eyeing you warily and just like,
I'm buying. You
Yeah.
know, he's gonna pay us like 40 gold when we find his daughter. So, look, next bottle is on me.
okay, let's fast forward an hour. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fucked up.
Nice.
He
Okay.
rolled a 2 on that con, so
Ooh.
Ooh.
He's dead.
Yeah.
alcohol
Really
poisoning
nice.
takes another victim.
Yeah. Really nice how to show a lady town.
Call
all right.
911.
So
I go, once he's passed out drunk, I'm going to go associates, say, Gary, it's time to meet that special friend I talked about. Ready?
are you all gonna go do your heist then?
Yeah? I
All right.
guess.
You got
s-
you gotta show
yeah.
you gotta show Clyde how to heist.
Hey,
I've
Clyde,
learned. Yes.
want a heist?
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Neither do I. We're having an adventure.
Wally,
go.
do you need any hot glue? How are you going with those? How are you going with those garments?
No, I'm fine, but I will be otherwise engaged.
I
Finishing all this.
would highly advise staying together. Not to
Yep.
Eh.
All right.
not
Okay,
to
so-
fourth wall this, but I would
Yeah.
advise staying together.
Waleed
wait,
is
what?
an honest businessman.
Waleed, what we're going to do is basically my big plan is to save Bob's life because I'm just a people person.
That's really
And-
nice of you, Maggie.
Yeah, so we're gonna steal his horse and maybe just wreck his shit up a little because I mean this is basically it was part of the deal for the werewolf lady not to kill him, So just think of it as You should have done it.
Unfortunately, that's well outside of Waleed's comfort zone.
Okay, you can just be spotter. You can stay outside and just keep eyes.
No,
Get away, driver.
it's actually outside of code of conduct kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Well, we should have done it. You know,
sadly,
to
redistribution of
steal
wealth via mercantile endeavors is one thing, a little bit of petty larceny another, but destroying a person's livelihood goes very much against his
that's true.
way of
Seems like
thought.
it's better in his life.
Yeah, he will definitely be bowing out of any heist as such.
Okay. That's okay. Well, maybe instead of a heist, that's a good point. You know, like apparently he was a good father, and maybe a rotten husband, but let's just liberate the horse. You know, I feel like there's some kind of animal livestock. So let's not steal it. Let's go just have a conversation, which happens to be my special friend. So, Scary, let's Lloyd, Chris. Waleed. Let's go talk to the horse.
Just an innocent horse. Okay.
Just an innocent chat with a horse. You know, I feel like if I get involved, I'll be somehow, doing my own agendas. This thing about ruining this man. But Scary, I think you should just talk to the horse. Tell him about what adventures lie up Waterdeep. Traveling north with other horses. Beautiful hay across the land.
We could learn if it's a happy horse. Like the cows.
It's a happy horse. And the best
Scary
thing
thinks
is,
that's a great idea.
And the best thing is, Scary, you get to name it. If the horse likes the name you pick.
But they probably already got a name.
Well, we could give the horse its own name. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask it what its name is. And if it doesn't have one, then we'll give it one.
Yeah, I feel like that's liberating it for its own personality.
Exactly.
So you're off to Bob's estate.
Yeah,
We're off to see the bobbers.
We don't even have to go in to the fence.
So you will need to go onto his property, but it is
okay.
Like the sheriff has given you the keys and everything. Keys to the barn, anything that you need for your investigation, of course.
Yeet.
Okay. I'm seeing her holding the keys like with this super good face, like. But instead, she's just like, this kind of sucks because we didn't have the keys. We could, do anything we wanted, and they wouldn't know who it. But now we got to be responsible.
I
Okay.
don't know what you mean, but let's go.
So do we see the horse?
Okay, so you make your way to the estate,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually find where the barn is, and the stables adjacent to it. You can make me a perception.
Okay, I'm just gonna give the keys to Scary and be like, Scary, and maybe Clyde, you're a bit of a farmer, so you probably have some experience with horse. How about you two sort this one out, and I'll wait here.
Are these farm horses or riding horses?
Like, are they Clydes or are they riding horses?
There are some Clydesdales, but you
level
do.
Of chunk we're talking about.
We're talking about some chunky boys here.
Yes.
But
chunky.
they've got them shoulders, and they're almost. There's some
solid friends.
There's some hefty
Yes.
chonkers.
Well,
main concern here.
But there is one riding horse,
Okay.
which seems to
Got
be
a
the
16,
one
by
that
the way,
was
for
being
perception.
talked about.
Okay.
Yeah, Waleed's main concern, and we'll be making that is one or two farmers then nicking the horses that one of the two providers of food stock for this town makes, puts the town itself in peril and jeopardy, which is not a very good thing to do.
But
for
also,
the rest of the
but if you
people
think
in the
about
town.
it, he's not doing a lot of farming right now anyway. lot of drinking and sleeping on the floor. So he's not really providing food anyway.
Well, I'm just putting it out there. But
That's a
perhaps
very good point.
He just doesn't seem very good at it anyway.
nobbling the farmer is not really helping the town out much.
But it is helping the horses who get to be free.
He does have more than one horse.
Yeah. I mean, if he still has the draft horses, and if we take
Yeah.
the riding horse, it's not going to matter.
We'll only take the
I
one
got
horse.
no dramas with the redistribution of wealth. I'm just more concerned about the
Comrades.
welfare of the town itself.
So what are we doing?
How about I'll walk Scary plus anyone who wants to join to the barn, and I'm hold on to the keys to let her have a one-on-one with the horse or whoever wants to chat. I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, well, it's happy to keep eyes out, but won't take any active participation.
Scurry doesn't know how she ended up in charge, but okay.
Clyde will go with Scurry into the stables just to see how all these horses are being treated and whether they need some fresh water or just to feed them. He hasn't seen horses in a while. He's quite excited about it.
Okay. And what's Maggie doing?
I'm gonna go treasure hunting. Because the wife said they kept the treasure outside of the house. So I'm going to kind of get in the mindset of a farmer. I reckon I'm gonna start snooping around the cow pens, because that seemed to tickle his fancy. And maybe...
So going into the barn then?
Oh, is that in the barn as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? Yeah, of course. Okay, in that case, I'll sidle in, like, kind of investigating near the cows to see if I find any secret stash.
Okay, I'll get you to roll me some investigation, and we'll jump over to Scary and the horse whisperers while you're doing that.
Cool. Yeah, so I open the barn.
You see a beautiful black mare, flowing locks,
Shiny.
shiny. She's the most beautiful horse you've ever seen.
Oh, does she look well looked after? Like, is there a sheen to her coat and everything?
There's a sheen, but it's getting towards winter now, and so she's starting to get that floof.
Floofy.
Good
Aw.
floof. Cool. Yeah, Scary just goes and introduces herself to all the horses in the stable, including the drafts, because it's polite. So she's just talking in horse. Sorry, Clyde. You're not involved in this conversation.
Clyde's just following along and patting each horse.
Nice.
Is
Nice.
Waleed patting horses as well?
No, Waleed's just keeping an eye out,
Okay.
looking around, making sure there is nothing going on in front of him.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, let me make some checks.
yeah, just basically being lookout.
Okay. Someone can make me a perception if they want.
Oh, yep, alright.
I'm perceiving beautiful horse noses. I don't see anything else.
Some good friends.
9 plus 3.
The noses are so squishy.
12.
Is-
12.
Okay. I mean, Scary, you can, if you're really close with the horses, you can tell. Like even without your perception, you can sort of tell that one of the Clydesdales is spooked.
Interesting. By something, does it look like it's spooked by something outside or inside?
It's starting to whinny and stamp its feet.
Okay, I undo the latch
Dane.
on the stable.
You've got your passive, right?
My passive is 14.
Oh no, as in your passive that lets you sort of that passive
Oh,
be speech.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Danger.
Where?
Something's in the barn. Oh,
Oh
oh,
god. Okay. I run up to it and unlock the stable door and try and see if there's anything in the stall behind it.
there's doesn't seem to be anything in the stable itself. But did you unlatch the draft horse there?
Yeah.
It's
I'm just gonna do all of them. All of the horses get
okay.
freed now.
Okay. Well, the one that's spooked just bolts. It bolts past. And Waleed, can I get a dex save?
Yes.
Sorry, I unleashed the weapon of hooves.
You would think a rogue would have some decks, wouldn't you?
Stampede!
You might be thinking wrong.
God, it's the
That
Lion
would
King all over
be
again.
11.
Never gonna be a good.
Okay.
No, 10. 10.
Okay, that's
10. 10.
just enough. You get knocked aside, but you manage to catch yourself, so you catch yourself against the edge of the door frame, and
Well-
it stops you from falling.
That was unexpected.
Suddenly, horse.
And then horse. Well, he's going to pick himself up and head in the direction that the horses came from, because clearly something is wrong, and will be having a hand to dagger.
Clyde,
Yes.
perception.
Perception? Okay. That is a 5.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Horse, what horse?
I'm
Okay.
too enraptured with the other horse. I don't know what's going on with that
You're
other
the
one.
prettiest.
You're the best horse here. I tell the others I said this though.
Your nose is the fluffiest.
the beautiful mare comes over to Skari and nuzzles her.
Okay, I'll ask the other mayor if... Do you know what got the other one so stressed?
There are people here.
Where?
They're in the barn. They're trying to steal. I think. Steal.
Thank you for telling me, and I kind of say thank you and give her a little snoogle on the front. And then I'll...
Careful.
That's the technical name for it.
Trying to steal. Yes, must be steal. In barn.
Okay, I'm telling Clyde. She said that there's people in the barn. They're trying to steal stuff.
We should go to where the stables are across from the barn?
They're adjacent, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, they're adjacent.
Okay. Well, we should go. We should stop that. It's not nice.
Come with me. We'll make sure you're safe, I say to the mayor.
No.
Just in case.
I stay here.
Okay.
I must look after others.
I give her a sugar cube.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the horse content I signed up.
She almost takes your hand off. She is so voracious.
Yeah.
Sugar.
I want to shower you in sugar cubes all day. So are you gonna head to the barn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Maggie, what was that investigation?
13.
Okay. You're having a look around, having a nose around, trying to find where this damn stash is, where this loaded farmer is keeping his shit.
Yeah. I'm using a dagger, like one of those divining rods.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright. You don't think you've found anything yet, but you can make a further investigation if you want.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Ooh, that was a lot better. 19 plus
Okay.
2, 21.
You are digging through this hay, And by golly, you're glad that you've got a strong nose because there's hay flying everywhere right now. You're digging through it. You think you've... Oh, what's this? There's a latch or something on the ground.
Ooh. Hello. Hello. I jiggle the latch and try and open it up.
Yeah. As you manage to pry it open, it flies the hay back off of it, and as it slides open, you hear sort of thump as something rolls off of the hatch.
I try and grab it.
You grab a leg.
Oh. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I go, God, there's someone here. I try to put the leg back.
They are...
Is there a body attached to this leg?
Make me an investigation.
Investigate that leg.
That's a 5.
Oh god.
You're pulling and
It's a
pulling,
nice
and
leg.
you seem to pull out the rest of... Oh, it's only half a body.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to push that back, and I just push it off the trap door, and then open the latch as quietly as I can.
Do halflings have dark vision?
I want to.
I can't remember.
I don't. Me neither. I don't think they do.
It's either gnomes or halflings don't have it. I can never remember which one.
Gnomes have dark vision.
Yeah, it's halflings that don't.
Yeah.
Halflings don't. No, halflings and humans.
You look down,
Squinting in the
and
dark.
you can't really see.
Okay. In that case, I say, all right. I don't want to light up a thing. Hey, okay. I'm gonna grab one of my out.
Was
that?
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of my daggers out and pull aside a big lock of hair. There's a scar, and I push the dagger into the scar a little.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
And I say, burst from the cursed green hell. And I pull it out and the flame lights up, and I cast Green Flame Blade. And
Whoa!
I use the slight flickering green over the latch to kind of see what I'm doing.
It looks like there was stuff in here, but it's been picked clean.
It picked clean, and there is half a body there.
And there's blood dripping down the side. It's dried up.
Huh. How deep is this latch? Is it just like a lockbox kind of deep?
Yeah, it's just kind of a lockbox kind of thing. But you
Okay.
see the blood is sort of dripped down the crevice, but then you can get a better look around you, and if you want, you can start brushing aside the hay.
All right. I'm going to, with my other hands, shouldn't have given that dagger away. I reach into my backpack and pull out the, I don't know what you call it, this the fiddly stick bit of the viol.
Yep.
Oh.
The bow. I thought that was just for rangers. I pull out the bow and and then I just start with my dagger forth. I just start poking the hay around with my bow.
Okay, imagine that the others would have come in by now as well.
Yeah.
We definitely grabbed Waleed on our way through
Yeah.
and explained that the horses had told us
Yeah.
that there's people trying to steal in the barn. And we
Accompanying.
saw Maggie go into the barn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Clyde would walk in going, Maggie! Maggie!
Okay.
Dex check, thanks.
Oh, for who?
Or for Clyde.
For Clyde.
Yep,
So you're coming from the stable entrance.
yep. Well,
Why are we whispering?
that is 10 all up.
Womp.
Womp,
Your face hits the floor as you trip over. Oh dear. You don't know how... Maybe it was because Maggie had come in the other entrance, but you don't know how she missed the tiefling body that was on the floor.
Well, I can't see in the dark.
That's probably why.
neither can Clyde, really.
Oh,
Like Clyde ain't dirt.
As Maggie, you brush aside more of the hay and you see blood, more dried blood, more dried blood. These are sigils.
Clyde, are you alright? Did you fall over?
Yeah, again. I'm gonna get up and dust
Okay,
myself off.
I'm slightly freaking out, so I'm gonna put my bow away and just start. I'm just gonna start.
They are
looking
lighting
for-
up.
Oh shit. Okay. I'm just gonna start ripping into things to see if I can get any money. Any money at all. Like, God. It's just, this cleaned out, right?
Cleaned out. Everything cleaned out. But you find another body.
Oh! What? What is it?
It's the other half of the body you found torn in half.
Oh.
Yay.
Oh. Is it human?
Second half of the
This one's a gnome.
A gnome? Like, that like, you know...
Yeah,
I feel like...
I don't think they fit together.
that triggers a little like...
Hey, I never said
Peaceful.
what half the other one was. I just said legs.
Just legs, yeah. So she gets a bit of a whinge because you know, small kind of creature like a halfling, a gnome. So she just like, oh no, I don't know. And I immediately just grab. I'm just gonna grab a bit of charcoal from my backpack and just start just scribbling onto any bit of cloth, just some of these sigils, what they look like.
Okay.
And I start doing that and then start backing out,
The
lining up.
whole barn is lit up this eerie kind of crimson.
Meanwhile, Scary's just
As it
poking
starts-
her face in, like, what's going on in the...
Pulsing
I start yelling.
and pulsing and pulsing.
I just start yelling, Scary! Clyde!
Oh,
Please!
that's not
I'm
good.
coming in.
Anybody?
Backing away slowly, thinking coming into the barn possibly not such a good
As-
idea after all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Well,
halfway in,
did
so I'm
you-
gonna go try and
Yeah,
get to
same.
Maggie.
Okay. So who's in, who's out? And did any
I'm
of you
in.
stick your head in?
I fell.
Oh,
I
yeah.
stuck my head in, but then I came in the hallway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm like kind of half in, so I'm gonna get up and try and head to Maggie because I'm like, well, this is not normal. This ain't what a barn should be doing.
As soon as
This is
Clyde,
a rave barn.
as soon as Kai comes in,
Yeah, Wally just would have followed in, simply because, the others are moving in there, and
One in, all in.
yeah.
seems to be some issues going on.
As soon as you bump into me, Clyde, I just like scream, like startled, just.
It's Clyde. It's Clyde. It's Clyde. It's
Oh.
okay.
Hey, what's going on in here?
I was looking for money, and I think I've made a mistake. There's bodies everywhere, and it's all red, so I just pull out my fluff out the flame of my dagger and just thing and get behind Scary's shield.
Oh, Lord.
Pulse. And it's getting quicker and quicker.
Oh,
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
I
Yeah,
expect there's gonna be magic.
There's gonna be so much. I wanted to see if I could, like, know any of the sigils that were there, or like just recognize anything.
You can try that. I might have to get you to roll at disadvantage just because the sigils are pulsing with light and they
Yeah.
are threatening to blind you.
Okay.
What flavor of magic do I guess with my magicness?
Okay. You open your mind to feel what kind of magic this is and just let it wash over you, and as soon as you let those barriers in your mind down, you're just inundated, and it threatens to overtake you. Just the amount of abjuration in here.
Oh dear. I
And
just grab Maggie by the shoulders and I'm like, oh dear.
as the walls of the barn seem to catch on fire,
Oh no. Oh god. Oh dear, they're not meant to do that.
as from the outside of the barn, it seems to go up, inflame, and disappear. And that's where we're stopping for the evening.
Oh! Do it! Damn it!
I hate it already!
Oh.
Oh.
So sure I was gonna find that hidden loot.
All those
Maggie had to try.
I mean, you found some booty.
Oh, I did find a pair of booty.
Oh,
That's correct.
come on now.
Nice.
So yeah, that was session 0 of the Clueless in the Cage, of finding out how our party meets. And next week will be our proper session 1. Oh,
Maggie's a bloodthirsty, thieving little psychopath.
I love her.
She's okay.
I love her already.
She's just quite opportunistic, but she is very willing to listen to reason. She just doesn't think of that stuff.
I like how the bard is more thievery oriented than the thief. Which I find really amusing, actually. It's really good.
Yeah.
I remembered where I put Clyde was technically from, and the town is called Goldenfield.
Oh, Golden
Aw,
Yeah.
pretty.
I just
so
entirely...
wholesome.
It's wholesome.
That's very sweet.
So how did we all enjoy
Just
our
love how
session
we
1?
haven't divided.
Our session 0?
Yeah, that was
Mine
nice.
0.5.
Oh,
But you have to get up
amazing.
early tomorrow.
Yeah, so...
Another 3 hours, please.
Oh, I could run this all night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If only I didn't have work in the morning, otherwise I'd all be
yeah.
for it.
Yeah, I hope that everyone watching enjoyed it, even if you only came in halfway through. We will be putting this up on my channel, and maybe I'll have to upload it to YouTube as well, something like that. But we'll make sure that we put it up somewhere for everyone to watch. Next week will be properly episode 1, I guess, which will be called Come Hell or High Water.
Oh god.
Oh, I love it. I love it already.
I hate it already.
Hey, none of you are dead yet.
Yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
TPK! TPK! What?
I'll only accept Moth killing my character if you actually follow through and kill me in real life. Then I'll be like, it's fine.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
cut-
go with that.
I'll come challenge you and kick
Okay.
your ass in the Macca's car park at 1
That's
a.m.
all I want.
Oh my god.
I'll be there in like
Nice and
3
easy
hours.
life would be Great.
So we want to go around and you can plug your stuff, say what you do, say what you enjoyed, all that jazz. We'll start with DW again.
Oh, I enjoy being in here. I enjoy playing Warlocks. Yeah, what am I working on at the moment?
That was terrifying.
Recently did a villain for Villains and Lairs 3 on DM's Guild. I wrote a dastardly fellow that he just makes me so angry. I really kill him. So I was like, I guess this is what a villain's NPC
right.
book is for. So, but I just really. So hopefully other DMs and parties can. That was my most recent thing, and currently also working on a tarot deck for
cats.
kind of like. Currently working on tarot deck of artists from the Uncaged Influence.
And
So
you
it'll
were
be creepy monsters.
And you have worked on one of the issues of Uncaged Anthology.
Yes, Volume 3. So yet to come out. Volume 2 is and
You
also,
did run some of your adventure as well.
That's yeah. So we did half. So hopefully we.
I tried not to include.
together.
I tried not to include goats too much.
That's fine. Oh, and also on May the 31st at 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. PST. So I don't know what that is in Australian time, but I think it starts at 2 or 3 a.m. 2 or 3 a.m. I think. We're doing an Uncaged 12-hour charity stream to benefit St. Jude through non-toxic gaming. So yeah, so that'll be fun. I'll be DMing game 1 and then playing in game 2. It'll be a Saturday
awesome.
thing.
Yeah, the first one was really good. I quite enjoyed tuning into the first charity stream. So
yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah.
Goats.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, really good audience participation and all.
All right, and Timepatches, Maddie.
Me.
What'd you do? How'd you enjoy the game?
Fucking, I loved it. Scary hates life right now, that's what you want in a D&D game. Yeah, that was all. I'm so excited for this. As for stuff that I do, my Twitter handle is just down there. Gotta hustle. My current major project is a visual novel called Demi-Dato, where you can date monsters, and it's really funny, and it's coming out later this year, hopefully, if I don't die in the process. So, yeah, the Twitter for that is pinned at the top of my personal Twitter. Yay,
Awesome.
That's probably it. I'm also in another D&D game that streams Sunday morning Australian time, Saturday night American time. It's a lot of fun. I play a wizard called Azra who just makes very terrible decisions, and she's a lot of fun. So you can tune into that if you like. It's twitch.tv/ScottyHood with an underscore and 2 zeros.
Who got tormented by a character vaguely based off me, right?
Yep. Still sometimes like a moth will show up and then she just has a panic attack. It's great.
Oh no!
Good times all around.
All right, we'll go across to Charlie, Mr. Codpiece.
Codpiece with a K. If you're trying to find it on Twitter, it's at Codpiece Plays. My only projects coming up are Supernova in Sydney. I have a table. It's called All or Nothing with a friend of mine. So if you're going, come by and say hello, or potentially buy something if you like what I've made. I've got. This is my first stream game.
I have a flower crown you made me.
Yes, Moth.
There you
Moth
go.
my lovely ace flower crown that I made. But yeah, this has been a great game, and yeah, my first ever stream game.
Yay! You
If you
did
go to my
very
Twitter
well.
right now, it is just a lot of me talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling, because that is my current fixation. So feel free to talk to me about wrestlers, because it's all I can think about lately. Wrestling.
And maybe doing a C-Team cosplay this year if I can convince you.
Potentially, if I can figure out if I have the components for a Jerebus cosplay, I will whip it out. Since now I have 2 vapes, I can do it.
Gotta get that chunky, thick cloud.
Gotta rip some fat cotton.
And lastly, we'll jump over to Antonym. Chris, how did you find the game? What did you do? Where can we find you?
That was absolutely awesome. Thank you all for being part of it and allowing me to be part of it. I had a ball. Waleed is an interesting character, and it's putting
So
him in the
honest.
position of having to tread that moral code line that he has. Was actually really good. I was going, got this early. Thinking a few more sessions to build up to some kind of moral dilemma.
Oh, no.
But no. So
Maggie's had about 6 already.
I was gonna say.
Gold dilemmas.
Yeah. See, Waleed plays the long con, the long game. Yeah, so
And the other two don't even know what a game is.
No.
Game? I want to play a game.
It's here for a
yeah,
good time.
that was awesome having to navigate that pretty
Oh,
early
boy.
on. And yeah, like was stretching some role playing muscles, which was nice. I enjoy that. Otherwise, outside of here, you can find me Anthem or on Twitter or on com, which is my web space. There you'll find some musings on role playing, some of my research in esports, and topics primarily around the exploitation of digital labor in streaming and esports stuff, which is the research that I engage in.
I promise everyone's here willingly.
No more secretly holding
yeah,
me at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Well, as we know, there is. I thought that there was any kind of exploitation happening, because I have demonstrated that I will leave channels where I believe that is going on, and have done so. And I'll just leave that at that. But yeah, that's the research I do. That's what I'm interested in, and basically looking at pathways to stop that happening. So yeah, that's what I do as a day job. Otherwise, there's I'm writing 3 different systems, began doing a doctorate, and too many things, but it's fun. It's awesome. So yeah, check me out or come say hi at any time. Or I've run out of words now.
And then there's me, your friendly neighborhood moth girl. Friendly neighborhood spider's moth.
What can't she do?
I
That
mean,
is the question, isn't it?
Kill this party.
I can't not have an existential crisis. Oh god, I'm enjoying the gorgeous cat roulette messing up in chat there. Too many cooks indeed. Well, I'm Scarlet Moth. I'm an artist. I'm a cosplayer. I love D&D. I play in lots of D&D games. I'm on Dragons Are Cats channel on Monday nights, 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for Underachievers, which is a great game. Cat Roulette also plays in that game. And I play a disaster Genasi monk, which is fire Genasi, but she's also a disaster, so...
That takes precedence
mess.
over them.
Accidentally sets fires on fire.
Oh yeah, she's also real bad at flirting. We will be coming back very soon. I play in Encounter Roleplay and Kobold Press's The World Tree Burns, which is a 5th edition adventure in Midgard. I play a Ravenfolk cleric named Rowan, and we'll be coming back sometime in June, which is very exciting. We play with Dan Dillon as DM. He's amazing.
Oh, damn.
And yeah, going to be doing this every Thursday night now, which I'm very excited about because I have had this campaign in my head for a very long time. You can follow me on Twitter at @ThatScarletMoth for a good dose of all that stuff I mentioned before, as well as daily shitposting.
Of
Gotta get
course.
in those memes.
I can't believe Clyde knows how to dab now.
It-
Oh, so sad.
It's canon.
Oh, how sweet boy.
My secondary plan for once I found the gold was to steal that leather hat.
You can't steal
I
his
thought that
hat.
was like plan A.
maybe get Waleed to put some studs on it or something.
Look, the sheriff's
Oh my
hat is
God.
too full of secrets.
He-yaw.
Yee, and I can't stress this enough. Haw. Well, we'll be back next week at about whenever we decide to get on, probably 7:30 to 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for the official first episode of Clueless in the Cage. Come hell or high water.
Well, that's promising.
Oh yeah, it's promising.
I feel nothing but fear.
Have fun thinking about what that
do we get
means.
a choice between the high water?
I choose
Or the
hell.
Hell and or high water.
Hell.
Conditions
Middle
apply.
ground, hell, you know.
Well,
Yeah, just survey monkey that up so we can put
Let's do
out
a poll.
which would you like? Hell, 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 or hell?
I-
Or all of the above?
I think I'm gonna go with hell.
Yeah, it's a good guess.
Fuck me up, fam.
It's okay. All 9 options will be labelled hell.
I'm excited. Let's go.
All right. We'll see you all next week. Let me see if there's anyone I can rate. I don't know if anyone's online. I don't know if I know enough people. And I think everyone's honestly going to bed. So we'll find someone to raid next time, unless I can find anyone who's streaming D&D who we can go and send a love to.
Yes.
We are going to go. I think I can raid. Oh no, that's Portuguese. Sorry everyone, I'm not going to raid anyone. Unless you want to raid in Portuguese. Alright, so we'll just end the episode here for tonight, and we'll find someone next week. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you at the same time next time. Bye!
Bye.
Good night, friends.